oh, 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 let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to the game. Let's get to it. It's game night. It's game night. Now we are playing the lowly Wizards, but let's get to the game. Ring the lights, y'all. Ring the lights. I got an announcement to make. I got something I want to be known here tonight. Tonight we're on vacation. Tonight we're chilling. Tonight we don't care. Tonight we're down by the pool, sipping mojitos all night long. We're just chilling. It is the Washington Wizards, y'all. Tonight should not be a good game. It shouldn't even be fun and entertaining. We should put the smackdown on this Wizards team. This Wizards team is coming off of 8 straight losses, 4 of them by 20-plus points. So I don't want a close game. You know me, I'm Mr. Cardiac Knicks. I love a close game. I love to sweat it out at the end. Not tonight. Not against this team. Blow them out of the water. Everybody get their points, get their rebounds, get their assists. Pad your stats. Let's see the rookies play. I got nothing else to say. I'm going to be honest. I got nothing else to come in here with other than the fact that we're playing the Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards are trash. They're horrible. They're 2-10 on the year. They're not good. Let's not have this a game. I don't want to see a game tonight. I want the Knicks to go up by 20 in the second quarter at the least, and then don't look back. And then just run up the score. And then give Pacom Didier 15 minutes tonight. Give Huck Porty 15 minutes tonight. Give Kolek 10, 15 minutes tonight. Now, that's not going to happen because we know our head coach is a psycho, and even though the team could be up 30, he's still going to have the starters in there. But you know what I mean. You understand the sentiment. This isn't going to be a good game. This is not a good Wizards team. Don't allow them to have confidence. They've lost 8 straight in a row. Don't allow them to break that streak, let alone on your home court. By the way, this is the last home game before we go out on our West Coast road trip that will take us to the end of the month. We'll be on the road the remainder of the month after tonight. So, tonight's the last normal start time at 7:30 here against Washington. Then we got a late game against Phoenix. We got a weird game Saturday against Washington. That game has a tip-off of 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Horrible start time. Horrible. And then we got Denver the late game. Dallas, I believe, is a 7:30 start time because that's a TNT game. Even though it's at Dallas, it's a weird start time for them. And then we come back home on the East Coast to Charlotte, but still on the road. And then we get into December. We get into the holiday season. But what's poppin', everybody? Who we got in here? We got Decade, Kinahara, K Hazy, Eamon Owens, Mark with the Mark, Nostalgic Nick, Omar. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Where's my lights? Let's get the lights. Let's get the lights. Get the lights on. Incredible Huck night. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping we get some Huck Porty tonight. Daniel Berry Sports was popping. Like I said, this should not be a good game. Let's get in, let's get out. That is the goal tonight, right? Karl-Anthony Towns is playing. Deuce McBride remains out. But, I don't know, save him. Save him for the Phoenix game. It's the Washington Wizards. You don't need a ton of guys to beat the Washington Wizards. We should put the smackdown on them here tonight. Let's get it. Kinahara said, I'm not expecting a blowout. I took Towns over because I think our boys will not put a big smackdown. I think you're safe with the Towns over, if only because, like I said, we know our head coach is a psychotic human being. So even if we do go up 25, 30 points, we could be up 50 points. He's still going to have Karl-Anthony Towns in there playing 30-plus minutes. So I think you're safe on the over, but I'm expecting a blowout. I am. This Knicks team is starting to move and groove a little bit. Obviously, they still got some work left to go. But from where they were the last 2 games where we played against Brooklyn, swept them, love it. The last 2 games we played against Brooklyn, in comparison to the first 5 games of the season, already a huge difference. They're figuring things out slowly but surely. I said give them the 20 games. Other people said give them 30. Other people said give them 10. But here we are. This is, I believe, game 14. And they're already looking better than they did 10 games ago. So things are rounding in the shape. They're getting better. I need them to cleanse the timeline. Don't make this a close game against the lowly Washington Wizards who've lost 8 straight games. Don't do that. People will be upset even though they'll get the win tonight. They will end up getting the win. But don't make it a close game. Don't have them have belief, right? They're not a good team. They got some interesting young players, but that's it. They're rookies. They can't keep up with OG and Bridges and Brunson and Towns and Josh Hart. Like, they can't keep up with those guys. So let's make this a young rookie game, and let's get our rookies in there. Let's get Pacom in there. Let's get some Kolek minutes. Let's get Ariel Hugporty, our guy, right? I'm on vacation tonight, right? I don't have to take this game seriously, right? I'm chilling. I'm on vacation. Eamon always, what's up, Eamon? K. Hazy said, and if we lost after all that, come on. 3GB said, watch this be close? Come on. Come on. Listen, even if it's close going into the third quarter, blow it open in the third, and then don't look back in the fourth. Have it be a meaningless game. Just come out and play solid. Just come out and play solid. Again, even if it is close, I'm not going to ever feel in danger unless the team comes out and performs horribly, you know, which I don't expect them to. I don't expect them to do that. But, you know, I've been proven wrong before. Maybe that's just my optimism speaking. Kiana Bryan, what's up, Kiana? Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? It's the NBA. Any given game, someone can pull an upset. Yes, they can. My Lowly Bulls are an example of that. Like I said, if the Knicks can come out and just perform admirably, they don't even have to have a great game. It's the Wizards. They have lost 8 in a row. Your Chicago Bulls are much better than this Wizards team. Right now, the Wizards are the worst team in the NBA. So all I'm saying is don't lose to the worst team in the NBA, which is something that I feel like is a pretty easy ask, right? I'm not asking the world of them. Just beat the worst team in the NBA. John Martinez, big task was popping. Bernard Johnson, how you doing, buddy? Keenan Hart, I mean, look, they can. We've seen Jordan Poole catch fire. We've seen Kyle Kuzma catch fire. Of course, it could happen. If that happens, then I guess we're in for a ball game, and we can have fun. As long as I don't ever feel like we're really in danger of losing. Like, it could be a close game, and I still won't feel like we're going to lose to this Wizards team. As long as that's the case, then I'm cool. If we're in a legit dogfight with the worst team in the league, I'm going to be a little upset, a little peeved, win or lose. Keenan Hart said, I think we just played sub-500 teams like tonight. No real progress. We rely on Mitch for defense, and he ain't here. I mean, listen, just looking upon how the team attacked defenses, they've made progress. If you have to wait to see it against a good team, I understand that. I'm saying after watching some of the film, this team's made some progress. Their offensive flow and their offensive decision-making, way better, way snappier. They're figuring out how to attack teams that switch defensively. They were good against teams that dropped, right? If teams out of the pick and roll were dropping their big men, Towns could pop. Towns could attack a big man if you threw it back to him. He was great at that. Brunson can attack a dropping big, go to his floater game, his mid-range pull-up game is automatic. So we weren't ever worried about those teams. The teams we lost to, like Houston, Atlanta, they were switchy teams. Teams would just switch that action, and then the Knicks didn't know what to do. Now the Knicks are kind of figuring it out a little bit. We'll see if that play continues. Like you said, you want to see it against real teams, and I don't blame you. But what I'm saying is I've seen some things that they're doing differently, right? Against the switching team, they'll just throw it at Towns and use him as a hub, similarly to the way they use Hartenstein as a hub. Now, Towns is capable of doing that. They just have to get more comfortable and build the rhythm to it, because it's not just, well, he's a good passer, just throw it to him and then he'll make something happen. He's got to have familiarity with everybody in terms of when to dish it. Guys have to have familiarity with him as to when to cut, when to look for it, when to make that eye contact. Like, I'm about to cut, boom, and I'm gone. That's going to take some time. So you got to wait to see it against a good team. I don't blame you. But from what I've seen, I have faith that they've figured a couple of things out. It's still not perfect. Still not going to look great. It's still going to be rocky. I said 20-game mark. We still got 6 games to go. But they're making progress, in my estimation. Mark said, what we got on the TV back there? We just got some highlights. Just got some highlights going. Just something in the background. Keep your attention, right? during not great games. I've been trying to figure out what to put on the TV. The issue with the TV thing is the image quality on it from the camera to the TV just isn't great. So there are things that I've wanted to do using the TV in the background that just haven't worked out the way I want it to work out. I've got a solution in mind. I just haven't had the time to sort of test it out. It's going to take time to build the system for it and then test it out, but we'll get there. As of right now, we just got some highlights on in the background just because I don't expect this to be a very good, entertaining game. So I got something entertaining going on in the background. Look at JB. Ooh, getting to the basket. Ooh, pass up top. Josh Hart, pass fake, putting up the 3 against Philly in the playoffs. Oh, what a moment that was in the playoffs, baby. Hopefully the NBA isn't like, hey, you can't show that. Hopefully it's small enough and far enough in the background, and maybe if I obscure it every now and again, we'll be fine. YouTube won't kick us off the stream, because that's happened before. I've shown highlights on stream before, and YouTube came in seconds, and the NBA copyright the stream and got the stream off the internet. It's happened before, so. Big Roots, I definitely see y'all winning by double digits. I hope it's closer to like 20 and not closer to 10 is all I'm asking for. Knicks fan, what's up, Knicks fan? I'm finally back after 5 straight days with a game. I have a few days off. Rest yourself, big dog. Happy to have you back. Cakewalk tonight, Decade? I hope so. I hope so. Yak, what's up, Yak? I imagine the same 8 players. I think you're safe. I think you're safe in that assumption. What's going on back here? What's going on back here? Boom, boom, boom. All right, let me just do this then. Loop it. There we go. There we go. Now we're set up for the stream. Now we're set up. Karen, what's up, Karen? Isaiah Gardner's playing. Cat is playing tonight. He was not on the injury report, which I know is crazy considering he was with the knee contusion, and then he took a hard fall the other night against Brooklyn, was holding, or last night, it's a back-to-back situation, holding his back. It didn't look great. Wasn't on the injury report. He is playing tonight. Deuce McBride still remains out. Big Taz said, the Wizards are bugs. Let's step on them and keep it moving. That is the energy we need here tonight. Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? Yak said, we need to give Susan a welfare check. Don't remember her missing 2 games in a row. Yeah, I hope everything's going well with her. Haven't seen her 2 nights in a row. You rarely see it, but it is what it is. All right, it's 7:40, my time. We should be coming up on the game any minute. Also, let me refresh the Gotham Sports app stream, because you know their stream is trash. If I'm paying $300 for your stream, can you at least make sure it doesn't crash on me constantly? All right, here we go. The starting lineup for the Wizards is Poole, Bub Carrington, the rookie. Malcolm Brogdon's in the starting lineup. Has he been injured? Is this his debut? Where's Malcolm Brogdon been? Kyle Kuzma and Alex Sarr. Is Valanciunas coming off the bench? Is he hurt? Interesting. Maybe they just don't want to play Sarr power forward, and they were like, well, we're more invested in him. I guess. 25-26. What's popping, my guy? Eugenio Reyes. What's up, Eugenio? All right, here we go. Getting ready for the tip. You know what I like? I just thought about it right now because I saw him in the background sitting on the bench. No Matt Ryan recently, but Tom Thibodeau, instead of going back to Matt Ryan, he's gone with Pacom Daddier. And I like it because Pacom, he's shown some things. Yeah, he's going to make rookie mistakes, but he's shown some things. The defensive intensity is there. And again, we're invested in Pacom long term, so if you can get him out there and steal some, about 10 minutes with him, smart move by Tibbs. I like that he's gone with him over Matt Ryan, considering Matt Ryan struggled. So. Keenan Hart said, I wanted Brogdon last year, not Bogey and Burks. To be fair, Bogey got us Bridges, so that's a plus. And they tried to trade for Brogdon, but the package just wasn't right. The Wizards win the tip. Brogdon has it up top. Gets it over to the rookie Sarr. Hands it back to Brogdon. Josh Hart gets the start on him. He's driving it down, goes to his foul line floater, hit the front of the rim. He got a nice friendly roll, and he got it to go down. That's a tough shot, but he got it to go. Brunson over to Hart. Hart up top, coming to his left, being guarded by Jordan Poole. I don't know about that. Towns handed off to Brunson. Stopping, spinning, Pass fake, and inside the OG Anunoby, because they tried to cover Towns. They pre-rotated to Towns for the pick and pop, and Brunson just held it smartly and then threw it down low to Anunoby for an easy dunk. Poole up top to Sarr. They're swinging it around over to Brogdon. Brogdon being guarded by Bridges now. Over to Sarr. Sarr's going to attack to his left, spin to his right, stop, pump fake, fade away over Towns. Good defense, better offense from Alex Sarr. Okay, 2 tough shots from the Wizards to go down to start the game. Brunson bringing it down, being guarded by Brogdon. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by the rookie Carrington. Over to Brunson. Brunson, jab step, spinning. Still holding on to that pivot foot. Now coming to his left. Now crossing back over to his right on the Towns screen. Great screen from Towns. Brunson's going to drive it down, take the contact. Can't get the floater to go, but he did draw the foul, I believe, on Jordan Poole. So we'll step to the foul line for 2 free throws. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? Spank mode tonight? Hopefully. Hopefully it's a fun, chill night. We can literally talk about anything. One of those kind of nights, right? Yvette, what's up, Yvette? Patrick said the hat would have been better for the game against the Suns. I mean, I could bring it back for the game against the Suns. You're right. Right? The desert, little cowboy hat kind of thing. Little sun hat, little cowboy hat, little sun hat. I'm just on vacation, really. We're chilling. It's a Wizards game. It's not going to be a seriously competitive game. At least that's the belief, because this is not a good Wizards team. But Brunson knocked down his first free throw. Please knock down both of these, JB. And he does just that. Thank you. Brogdon bringing it down over to Carrington. Over to Sarr in the high post. Back to Brogdon being guarded by Hart. On the switch, driving it to his right. Goes to a floater, gets it to go. And a foul on Josh Hart. Josh Hart's defense, a little lacking so far here to start the game. Brogdon, it's the second time he's taken him off the dribble. It's the second time. Keenan Hart said no D as usual. Just got to chill. They're not going to lock down on every possession. Let them warm into the game. If the whole game is like this, then we could talk. Mark said these Wizards uniforms are straight trash. I mean, they're not good. I don't know if they're trash, though. They're a step below. Maybe they're just regularly bad. They're a step below decent or mid. Towns puts up a 3, gets it to go. That's what we need. Good pass from OG. But they're probably just bad. I don't know if I'd go straight trash. And then a pocket pass to Sarr rolling down the middle of the lane. Come on, Knicks, get back on defense. Come on. I know it's the Wizards, but come on. Both teams remain perfect from the floor. Bridges fall away along the baseline, can't get it to go. There's the first miss of the game. Sarr with the rebound. Towns was fighting for it, couldn't grab it. Here comes Jordan Poole pushing it. Out to Sarr, leaves it off. Carrington, extra pass. Kuzma, right corner 3, that ain't going in. Of course that goes in. And the Wizards have yet to miss a shot so far. They're up to 12 points. Why is my scoreboard off? Gave him a 2 instead of a 3. Towns has it up top, driving to his right, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off the Town screen. Dribble pull up 3, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart keeps it alive out to Anunoby. Out to Bridges. Bridges above the break 3, continues to misfire on those. I need you to knock down some of these threes, Bridges. Kuzma up top being guarded by Hart. Coming to his left, Brunson switches onto him. Out to Brogdon, being guarded by Hart. You want to step up your defense, Hart? They feed it to Kuzma in the post. He pump fakes, steps through, puts it off glass, can't get it to go. He had a wide open shot, couldn't get it to go. Towns with the rebound, here comes Brunson. Brunson over to Hart. They throw it inside to Bridges. Good aggressive move from Bridges. Goes right through the chest of Jordan Poole. That's what I want to see from McHale. Stop with these low fade every single time. Like, I know you got the touch from there, but like sometimes you got to throw your shoulder into the defender, get a layup. Carrington coming to his left. Stopping, kicking it out. Sarr, who's been like a 20% three-point shooter, continues to misfire this season. Misses well short on that. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Hart. Hart leaves it off for Towns. Towns is going to drive it down through the contact. Can't get the finger roll layup to go as it just falls off the side of the rim. Kuzma with the rebound. He's bringing it down straight away. He's going to pull up a straightaway 3. It's a bad shot. And it ends up in a terrible result. As he airballs it, it goes out of bounds. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Maybe he was feeling it, man. Maybe he was feeling it. NBM, what's up, NBM? AP, what's up, AP? Towns has it up top. Putting his head down, attacking Sarr off the bounce. And this time he gets the finger roll layup to go off the glass. Missed one, got the other one back. Brogdon has it up top, gets it over to Kuzma. Kuzma being guarded by Anunoby, coming to his left off the Sarr screen, driving it down against Towns, stops, turns, pump fakes, kicks it in the corner. Jordan Poole, quick catch and fire from 3, airballs it. Now the Wizards can't even hit the rim on some of these shots. Brunson bringing it down against Bub Carrington. Putting the dribble moves on. Coming to his left. Blows past him. Where's the contact? Where's the foul? He was all over him. Brunson looking at the ref. He's like, I got hit 1, 2, 3, 4 times? Come on, refs. Don't start this again. We just had 2 games against Brooklyn where it felt like the officials were lacking. You know, let's not get too far. Those games are over with, but let's look at it. There's a foul. There's another foul on the swipe down. That's 2 fouls they just showed right there in that replay as he was going to the basket. Come on. Come on, ref. Kinohara said, not a single stop so far. Well, how about the last couple of possessions, Kinohara? Like 3, 4 straight possessions of getting a stop. Like, it's too early in the game. Can we ease into the game? Do we have to come out on fire, on point, literally the second the game starts? Like, it's against the Washington Wizards. Sometimes your expectations just be too high. They're not going to play a perfect game. It's not going to happen. Don't expect that. You'll enjoy the game much more if you lower the expectations a little bit. Mark said it's the DC logo. I get that. But the color combo is not good. Yeah, I think listen, here's my big thing about jerseys nowadays. First of all, the colors, trash. Nike, I don't know who's coming up with the color combinations and how they combine them and everything. Trash. Terrible. Pretty much across the league. Did y'all see the Celtics jersey the other night? They had like the neon green with the black jerseys. It looked terrible. Trash. Don't like them at all. The thing that I feel like about jerseys is they're just way too simple. Remember back in the day, jerseys used to be fun? Remember the Denver Nuggets jersey, the mellow Denver Nuggets? It had like that shimmer gloss to it. Fire. No other team had that. The Wizards logo was the wizard jumping through the air. Now the Wizards, not a great team name. It is what it is, but they did the best they had with it. They put a wizard up there with the ball, kind of a fire logo. Now they just have this nonsense where it's a basketball in the middle and then it just says Washington. Like, come on, man. Where is it? It's this side. What is this Wizards logo? I don't like it. It's too simple, it's too plain. There's nothing special about it. Like, unless you're grandfathered in like the Knicks, like this is an iconic logo. It's super simple. If this came out today, we'd be like, what is that? It's just a basketball and it says Knicks. There's a little triangle behind it. What's that got to do with anything? But that's grandfathered in. That's a fire logo. Can we have fun with logos again? What happened to the Pistons logo? They used to have the horse with the Pistons coming out because they're the Detroit Pistons. It wasn't Pistons. It was a muffler, but it was alluding to the Pistons that go to the muffler. You know what I mean? It used to be fun. Logos used to be fun. Jerseys used to be fun. And I feel like we're not having fun anymore. It feels very corporate. What is Nike doing? What is the NBA doing licensing, approving all of these trash designs? Somebody got to go. They're not doing it right. We're back into it. Brogdon puts up a 3, can't get it to go. Anunoby with the rebound, quick outlet to Brunson. He's bringing it down. Knicks with a 1-point lead, 13-12. Hands it off to Hart, gets it over to Towns. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson coming to it right off the Towns screen, driving it down, pocket pass to Towns, rolls right to the basket, misses the layup, but Bridges is right there for the book pack. That's 2 missed layups for Towns now. Wake up, brother, wake up. Knicks on an 8-0 run now. Have a 3-point lead. Poole coming down, cross-court pass. Kuzma, left wing 3, contested by Anunoby. He can't get it to go. Towns, good rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson pushing it, blows right past Carrington. No look pass to Josh Hart, and he lays it up and in. And now it's just a layup line for the Knicks. Now it's just a layup line. Is this good enough, Kinohara? Now it's just a layup line. Defense leading the offense. When was the last time the Wizards scored? The Knicks are on a 10-0 run. Poole bringing it down, and just as I say that, Kuzma gets an open dunk from Jordan Poole, breaking down the defense, leaving it off for him. Slim Slam says this is a good game for chemistry. This is more like a scrimmage. At least it should be against a really young, bad Wizards team here. Brunson with the hesitation move, driving it down, kicks it out to Hart. Hart's going to put up a left wing 3, and he's going to knock it down. Josh Hart with a confident looking shot right there. 20-14. Brogdon has it on the right wing, gets it over to Sarr. Kicks it out to Jordan Poole. Poole up top being guarded by Bridges. Coming to it right at the Sarr screen. Pocket pass to Sarr. Driving it down. Runs into Brunson. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Here comes Josh Hart. Coming to his left. Feeding it to Bridges in the high post against Poole. Poole's pushing him. Call a foul, ref. Call a foul. Get aggressive, Bridges. That's what I'm talking about. Don't let him push you around. Just be like, oh, you're going to push me? Let me get my balance real quick. All right, we're going down low. See, I love that. You don't got to rush it. Like, he caught the ball. He's pushing you a little bit. You looking at the ref like, really? You going to allow this? All right, let me get my balance real quick. All right, we going down into the paint. I love that. About halfway through the first quarter here. It is 20-14, I believe. Yes, it is. Brunson's going to inbound it. Gets it into Bridges, comes to the basket, leaves it. Oh, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Thought he was going to leave it off for Anunoby. Two for Josh Hart. Knock him down. Joshy Poo. Knock him down. We're under 6 minutes to go. The rookie Keontae George has it up top, being guarded by OG. That's got to be frightening. Not going to lie. Valanciunas is in the game. He had it. He lost it. Anunoby picks it up. We're off and running. Over to Josh Hart. Bad pass from OG, but he saves it over to Towns. No, he doesn't save it. The rookie dives on it, George. Reckless play from the Knicks. Should have been an easy layup. They throw it off to Kuzma. Terrible pass, but he does catch it and come down with it. They kick it out to Kisper, who's a knockdown three-point shooter, and he breaks the seal for the Wizards after not knocking down for a perimeter shot for a while there. 23-17. 5-point swing there. Brunson coming to his right. Dribble pull up three. He's wide open off the Town screen. Knocks it down. Gets the 3 points right back. Appreciate you, JB. Jordan Poole bringing it down. Coming to his left. Pulling it back. Now driving it down. Euro steps. Leaves it off. Valanciunas. Little baseline jumper. Gets it to go. The veteran Valanciunas is in. We're going to have to keep a closer eye on him than we did Sarr. He's going to finish those plays. Brunson coming to his right. Side step back, right wing three. Comes up short. Come on, JB. Rushing these jumpers. You can get that jumper anytime you want. They kick it in the corner to Keontae Jordan transition. Can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds by Corey Kispert. Jericho Sims and Cam Payne checking in here. AP said, I guess you don't remember when they were the Washington Bullets. I don't, actually. That's actually a little too far back for me. Just a bit. By the time I started watching, they were already the Wizards. Brunson driving to his left, leans in, puts up the layup, can't get it to go, was looking for the foul call. Valanciunas with the rebound. And here comes Jordan Poole. The Knicks have missed, by my calculation, about 4 layups so far tonight. Come on, Knicks. Can we lock in here? They throw it out to Valanciunas on the right wing. Good recovery from Jericho Sims to not allow him to get the 3 up. We could have just gave it to him, but he said, no. Not going to allow that. Corey Kispert to dribble pull up 3, comes up short. Brunson with the rebound. We're under 4 minutes to go, 26-19. Campaign over to Bridges. Bridges jab step, get into the middle of the lane. Little pull-up jumper. In and out, can't get it to go. Jericho Sims fighting for it, but knocked out of bounds by Valanciunas. It looked like it was off Sims, but we'll take it. Ken Hart said Sims, not Huck. He's going to stick with Jericho Sims, who played well to close out the game the other day. Got to give Sims his props. Payne coming to his left. Cross court to Anunoby. Catches, steps back for a 3. Pump fake, jab step, now puts it up. Gets it to go. There you go, OG. Love it. Knicks with a 9-point lead. They called it a 2, not a 3. That's why. I was like, wait, I can do math. They called it a 2-point shot, that Anunoby 3. Valanciunas hit Poole cutting back door. Now they hit Kuzma cutting back door, but why would you throw it when OG standing right there? That's a bad decision. Payne throws it over the top to OG, and he throws down the lob. Timeout, Washington, as the Knicks go quickly up by 11. I told y'all. I tried to tell y'all to start the game. This is not a good Wizards team. Just let them get into the flow of things. They're not going to start the game perfectly. They're going to ease into it. They're going to get busy. They're not going to play a perfect game. They're going to come out a little bit slow. It is the Washington Wizards. We don't care about the Wizards. So we're going to ease into it and be like, all right, let's do our thing now. Cornelius. What's up, Cornelius? Juwan Howard and Chris Webber played for the Bullets at the same time? They played for the Bullets at the same time? Washington Bullets and the Vancouver Grizzlies. I do remember the Vancouver Grizzlies. I do remember that. That was like the tail. They were literally as I was watching, had just switched to Memphis. So Seattle Supersonics. I do remember the Seattle Supersonics. We will be getting the Seattle Supersonics back in a couple of years, year or two, when expansion happens. That will be happening. Bullets won the championship in the late 70s. A lot of teams won championships in that, like, late 70s to, was it the 70s? I think it was the 70s, where a lot of teams won championships. Similarly to the 2020s, right now, this decade. A lot of teams winning championships. We haven't had a repeat champion in 6 seasons now. Right? We've crowned the new champion every year for half a decade. '18 was the Warriors. 19 was the Raptors. 20 was the Lakers. Was 20 the Lakers? 20 was the Lakers. 21 was, remind me, I don't know. The Warriors, right? 22 was, who was 22? Who was 22? Y'all gotta remind me who was 22. I can't remember 22. I know 23 was Denver, and then 24 last season was Boston. Who won it before Denver? It's Earl of Pearl Monroe's birthday today. Fire. Relic, what's up, Relic? Ivan said approaching spank mode. Yes, sir. $3GB said, you should have worn the losing velvet blazer to exercise it with this game. No. The velvet blazer is reserved for important games. That is the go-to important game this season. Outfit. Last year we had the Frazier blazer. This year it's going to be the velvet, the red velvet, as Valanciunas misses a jumper. We're back into it. I'm not going to waste it on this Wizards game just to give it a cheap win. It's not going to happen. It's got to be reserved for important games. 21 was the Bucks. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. Appreciate you. 21 was the Bucks. That's who I was missing. The Bucks won the championship. Anunoby got fouled down low. 21 was the Bucks. 22 was the Warriors. 23 was the Nuggets. 24 was the Celtics. And 25 will be the Knicks. We'll have 7 straight years of crowning a new champion. AP said, my grandfather knew Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when Kareem was a kid, back when he was Lou, back when he was Mr. Al Cylinder. The Raptors were in 2019. I do remember that one specifically. Carrington driving it down, high layup off glass, can't get it to go. Good contest from Jericho Sims with Valanciunas right there for the putback. Anunoby did split his free throws, by the way. So 31-21. Brunson over to Campaign straight away, knocks it down. Campaign's been knocking down his threes. You got to give him credit there. Knicks with a 13-point lead, their largest lead of the game. Valanciunas up top, hands it off to Poole. Coming to his right, stepping back, dancing around the screen. He's going to put it up. Can't get it to go. That wasn't Jordan Poole. That was Johnny Davis, excuse me. Corey Kispert gets open on the right wing, and he misses it. Knicks catch a break there. He's a knockdown three-point shooter. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Corey Kispert on the Knicks. Corey Kispert's a good player. Anunoby has Kispert in the high post now, driving to his right on him, just putting his shoulder down, kicks it out Campaign, wide open again on the right wing, and he goes 2 for 2. Yes, sir, Campaign coming right into the game, making a statement for yourself. I love it. And the Knicks now up by 16. Carrington over to Valanciunas, who pump fakes. He's driving it in on Sims, puts it up with the righty hook, can't get it to go. Great defense from Sims, and he grabs the rebound. Here comes Payne pushing it. Payne pulling it back, has it up top, gets it over to Bridges. Bad pass from Payne. Come on, Payne. Way off. And then he fouls Keontae George in the backcourt. Who's coming into the game? Is that Kolek I see? It's definitely a rookie. It's either Kolek or Dadiak. Couldn't get a good look at him. Bakom's coming into the game? Yes, sir. My man Bakom Dadiak. Tonight's the perfect night for a guy like Bakom. This is not a good Wizards team, so he can come in and make a real impact. Bakum and Towns checking back in. And Kolek, I was right. I did see Kolek. Kolek is also in the game, baby. All right, we got to get her some Huck Porty minutes. We got Kolek, Bridges, Towns, Bakum, and Payne. As Carrington puts up a right wing three over Bridges, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound, quick outlet to Payne. Payne bringing it down. Leaves it off for Towns. Euro steps down the lane. Tried to hit the scoop layup, but the right hand can't get it to go on the left side of the basket. He's looking for a foul on Valanciunas, but he doesn't get it. Corey Kispert driving it down on Kolek, leans in, fall away jumper, comes up short, fight for the rebound. Valanciunas has it, goes up, and he lays it up and in. That was annoying. Keenan Hart said, Huck. We want some Huck Porty tonight. But the Knicks got to go up by 20. Towns has it up top. He's going to put it up over Valanciunas for a three, and he knocks it down. We're not even going to get too hyped tonight because it's expected to go up by 20 against this team. They're up 17 right now, 40-23. They've scored 40 first quarter points here. Bakum guarding the rookie Keontae George, some rookie-on-rookie violence. Bakum gets called for the foul. Keontae George going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Russell Field, what's up, Russell? 22 Golden State NBA champs. 25 will be the Knicks. Yeah. Going all the way back. 18 was the Warriors. 19 was the Raptors. 20 was the Lakers. 21 was the Bucks. 22 was the Warriors. 23 was the Nuggets. 24 was the Celtics. We figured it out. 3GB said, fun fact, I won a free throw contest versus New Jersey Net veterans. Want to pick with Chocolate Thunder and signed ball? That's fire. I always wanted to do something like that. The rookie splits a pair of free throws. Towns has it, now attacking to his right on Valanciunas. Gets blocked by Valanciunas. Towns doing a little too much, brother. Cross-court pass to Kispert, catches, pump fakes, swing through to his right, throw it inside the Valanciunas. They throw a double team on him. Good help from Kolek. Now he recovers out to Carrington, runs him off the line. Nope, he steps back for a right wing three, and he knocks it down. Good effort from Kolek, but it a little too out of control on the closeout there. Patrick Arroyo. What's up, Patrick? Seattle Supersonics, 79, Gus Williams, Lonnie Shelton, Marvin Webster, Downtown Freddie, Brown, Jack Sigma. I did like Jack Sigma back in the day. I do like Jack Sigma. Yak said we're going for our 3-point record tonight. I mean, the Wizards are giving them up freely, man. They really are giving them up freely. What is our record? 22, 23, something like that, right? We know the NBA record very well because the Lakers try to put it on us opening night. It's 29. I don't think they'll get there tonight, but you never know. But if they can get to 20-plus, challenge for the Knicks record, that'd be cool. Be a fun night. We could walk out of here with something. Bridges has it, stops, fall away foul line jumper. Way off, can't get it. Well, not way off, but that was a tough shot. The Knicks got busy there. They got buckets. They got buckets all the way to the end. Let me just double check the score. Let's make sure it's right. 40-27. It is correct. Let's do this. We can look at the box score real quick. AB said 94 would have been the Knicks, but they didn't blow a 3-2 lead. We already know about that. We know about that for sure. Bum, 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 bum. Are we not live? Jeez Louise. Let's do that. All right, I guess not. All right, I guess that's why. I did press it. All right. Cornelius said Gus Johnson and his brother Ray Williams played high school in Mount Vernon, New York. That's not working, so we'll just forget about it. Let's go through the box score real quick. We'll go around the league, see what other games are going on. Starks Game 6. We don't got to relive this, guys. We don't got to relive this. It is 2025. We got a brand new team looking to compete. We don't got to relive the pain. Bulls playing the Pistons tonight. 76ers Heat. Both of those teams struggling. Boy, oh boy, are they struggling. The Heat, 5-7, and Philly is 2-10, man. Who's playing? Is Philly got some guys back? Paul George is playing, and Embiid is playing. So, I guess Paul George still got it cooking. He's got 12, Embiid's got 4. Jordan McCain in the lineup, starting. He's hooping. Is he the new Tyrese Maxey? We'll see. But they're currently up by 7. Pacers playing the Raptors. If you guys didn't watch the Raptors game the other night where RJ went toe-to-toe with Boston, seemingly all by himself, although Jakob Poeltl was fantastic in that game as well, obviously. RJ had his first triple-double the other night. I'm going to clap it up for RJ because I like RJ. I like RJ. And, I'm happy to see him play well. No longer a Knick, but happy to see him play well. All right, here we go. Start in the second quarter. Dadier left wing 3, and he knocks it down. Pacom, baby. There you go, Pacom, getting on the action. That's how you start the second half. Brogdon has it up top, coming to his left, driving it down against Towns, goes up, kicks it out, wild kick out past to Carrington in the corner, being guarded by Kolek. Coming to his right, stepping it back, crossing over to his right hand, gets into the middle of the lane, low fall away jumper, well short, fight for the rebound. Josh Hart just ripping a rebound away. Guys, put money right now on the Josh Hart triple-double. He's fighting for rebounds down there. He's stealing rebounds from his teammates. They throw it up top to Dadier. Dadier dribbles into a well-contested foul line jumper. Just take that 3, Dadier. Don't dribble into a 2-point contested shot. Take that catch and shoot straight away 3. Keontae George driving it down. Leaves it off for Sarr. Good hands from Towns to knock it loose. Kolek leaves it off for Hart on the right wing. Hart coming to his left off the Towns screen. Driving it down, flips it up with the right hand, gets the floater to go. Josh Hart. Uber aggressive here, looking for a shot. Love it. Hit ahead to, Corey Kispert. Over to Sarr, who's going to attack Towns off the bounce. Ball knocked loose. He picks it back up, flips it up with the right hand, airballs it. But Keontae George picks up the air ball. They get it out to Carrington, throws it inside to George, catches, pump fake goes up, gets blocked by Towns, but he did get fouled. Keenan Hart said half of us was on the Wilt list. That's one of the craziest things I've ever had to read. That's a wild thing to say. AP said, I think Madison Square Garden is the only arena that's still in the original building from the 70s. All the other teams got new buildings. As far as the world's most famous arena. Right? You got Boston out there trying to be like, no, it's still the Boston Garden. No, you tore the Boston Garden down. It's now TD Bank Arena. You sold your soul to the bank. Campaign pushing the pace, misses the floater. Knicks with an 18-point lead. Carrington has it on the right wing, crosses over to his left, driving it down, puts up a high floater with the left hand over Towns. Beautiful sweep and hook shot from the rookie Bub Carrington there. That was gorgeous. Jonathan Martinez says RJ's trash. Come on, dog. He's not even on the Knicks no more. You don't got to do all that. RJ had a triple-double against the Boston Celtics while Scotty Barnes and IQ were hurt. Took on that team by himself, got him to the overtime period. And Kolek coming down the lane, knocks down a floater? Okay. Kolek and Dadier on the board. Now we just need Huck. Bring in Huckamania. Keontae George driving it down, stops, turns, spins, flips it up with the left hand, can't get it to go. Town snatches the rebound, quick outlet to Payne. Payne bringing it down, left side of the court. Kispert's going to pick him up. Ooh, quick crossover to his left, rejecting the screen. Up top to Dadier. Dadier over to Kolek. Kolek catches. Coming to his left off the Town screen. Swings it over to Dadier. Dadier, another left wing 3. Line me up, Pacom. Line me up, my boy. The rookie can play. Knicks have 50 points to the Wizards 29. Keenan Hart said half of listen, if you mean US as in USA, you're going to have to just throw the A in there? Half of us, not us? Like, come on. Come on, Kinahara. How am I supposed to... just throwing the A in there is one extra letter, if that's what you mean. Or unless you mean something else. Because why wouldn't you just throw the A in there so I would know that it's not really us, but it's US. You know what I mean? Just throw the A in there if that's what you mean. This is a crazy conversation to begin with. 9:17 to go, and the Knicks have 50 points. Knicks fan said James Harden, second all time in threes made. Salute to him. He will be passed up. But I guess not, because he's going to be playing for another, 2 years. At least. Jonathan Martinez said, TD Arena is nice, though. I mean, I didn't say it wasn't. I just said they sold their soul to the bank. You can't call yourself a garden, but sell your soul to the bank. You are now TD Arena. How are you the Boston Garden, but it's TD Garden? It's actually owned by the bank. Like, come on. What are you doing? You sold your soul. You can't be called the Garden no more. AP said, Pacom, this kid can play. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Y'all heard, listen, I was first on the bandwagon. I want the record to show. I have the YouTube short to prove it. I was first on the bandwagon. I was hyping this kid up game 1 of the preseason. I was hyping this kid up during Summer League. I was there since day 1. Now, I wasn't the only one. Some of y'all were with me, some of y'all. But I definitely had to convince a lot of you guys, and now he's doing all the convincing himself. Kinahara said USA. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking. You just, you know what I mean? Like, that's also a word, US. You can't just put US and expect me to know it's US and not us. AV said James Dolan did a good job keeping this building intact. A lot of them did. There were a couple of owners who've held the rights to MSG. I'm happy James Dolan has some sense to him. We may not like him all the time. He may be a little childish, a little immature every now and again, but he's a smart man. Pretty smart. Three GP said you got to say like you're from New York, not us. It's you. Come on, Doug. I gotta be professional on here. I gotta enunciate my words so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like 9 for 12 from 3, 9 minutes left in the second, and they just forced the turnover here, so ball going back to the Knicks. If this game already feels over, it's definitely a glorified scrimmage right now. Dadier on the left wing, back up top to Payne, over to Kolek. Now I'm invested in, first of all, everybody getting their averages. Towns spinning towards the baseline, going right through Sarr. Can't get the layup to go, but he did get fouled. I'm invested in everybody getting their stats, making sure their averages stay where they need to stay. But I need the rookies to show us something. Dadier's already shown us something. Kolek's gone on the board. We got to see Hulk later in the game. Hopefully he plays in the second half, right? Kinahara said Dolan is responsible for the whole Carmelo disaster. He's a dummy. Come on. Nah, man. It's not Dolan's fault that this organization couldn't find a front office guy to make the correct decisions. Come on, dog. They signed Stoudemire and then amnestied Chauncey Billups. Come on. That wasn't a Dolan decision. That was the front office decision. Now, Dolan did hire the front office, but they were the people who made the basketball decisions. So I'm going to blame them. All Dolan did was say, get me Melo, which they did. That's not what tanked the team. It was all the decisions they made afterwards to build the team around him. Terrible decisions. Now, that wasn't Dolan. That was the front office. Sarr has it, middle of the lane, kicks it out. Carrington's going to put up a 3. Too long, can't get it to go. Sarr grabs the offensive rebound. They get it over to Kispert on the right wing, coming to his right. Kolek's chasing him from behind. He leans in, steps back, kicks it out to Carrington on the relocation. Great defense from Payne, not to go for the pump fake, driving it down, steps through the lane, ball knocked loose, and it's out of bounds yet again. The Knicks causing turnovers. That was Kolek, that was Dadier, that was Payne. Good defensive rotation. Towns was also there protecting the basket. That's what it looks like when you play a bad team like this. Towns, no look pass inside the Payne. He was going to swing it around. Dadier out of the left corner for 3, knocked that down. Oh, it was an air ball. I would have went crazy. I would have went crazy from my man Dadier. Kispert coming to his left off the star screen. Goes up and lays it up and in. Nice strong drive from Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert's going to get traded to a really good team. Keenan Hart said no, Chevy Dolan forced the trade. Like I said, the Melo trade was not a disaster. It was everything they did after the trade. It was amnestying Chauncey Billups. And Towns gets the and one over Sarr. It was amnestying, wrong team. It was amnestying Chauncey Billups and not Amari Stoudemire and getting out of that contract. It was trading away JR and Shumpert. It was relying on Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin and Marcus Camby and Kurt Thomas and not not maneuvering and getting under the cap in a proper way. Like they messed that whole situation up. Front office wanted to wait till the offseason to sign, and they couldn't wait till the offseason to sign him because he was threatening to sign with other teams. You can't take that risk. Go ahead and make that trade. That's not what tanked the team. Go back and look at the transaction they made after the trade. Terrible. Horrific. Poole has it up top, coming to his left. Dottier trying to go under screens, and Poole makes him pay knocking down the three. You have to learn about that, rookie. You can't go under screens on guys who can knock down threes, especially for a guy shooting like 45% on threes this year. And Towns off the pick and roll throws down a huge monster slam. Kuzma gets it out to Kispert, coming to his left. Inside to Kuzma, catches, kicks it out to Poole. Terrible pass, but he saves it over to Kispert, driving it down, stops, pump fake, goes up. Good contest from Dottier, not to foul him, not leaning in, not jumping too high into the air. Brunson bringing it down and dribbled it off of the Wizards' feet. So it'll remain with the Knicks at least. Relic said we can still let off and get that cardiac tonight. No, thank you. Not tonight. Not against this Wizards team. AP said, I think Dolan's bought the building in the mid-90s. It was, I believe, the late 90s. I believe it was like 97, 98. It wasn't the mid-90s. It was the late 90s. I was reading Blood in the Garden. It was not owned by the Dolans when Pat Riley was still here, which was the mid-90s. It was the late 90s. I can't tell you the exact year, but I'm pretty sure that's easily Googleable if you guys can let me know. But I'm pretty sure it was the late 90s. Towns off the pick and roll, catches, drives down, can't get the finger roll to go. And he's still looking for foul calls. He's not getting nothing. Poole in the corner, pump fakes. Kicks it out to Kispert. Great pass out to Kispert and great relocation from Kispert, and he knocks down the three. 57-37. Forgot to give the Knicks a three there. There we go. Relic said Dolan was meddling and never let them build, just chasing stars and busting up plans. I mean, look, he forced them to trade for Melo. All right, you traded for Melo. Then he mostly kind of just let his hands off. Mostly. The details of him meddling a ton into the team have been greatly exaggerated through the years because he initially meddled and told him, go get me Melo right now. Which, not a bad mandate. Go get me the star after we've been starless for a while. In his prime. But, they did a bunch of things. Oh, Jericho Sims posterizes Kyle Kuzma. There you go, Jericho. There's the poster. That's what I feel like that's what I've been waiting for the entire time Jericho Sims has been on this team. He finally gave it to us. The pick and roll going up and throwing it down over Kuzma. It's a little bit of a thrunk. He kind of threw it in the basket, but we gonna take it, baby. We gonna take it, Jericho. That's what I'm talking about. $3GB said Brunson just getting his cardio in. It's the Wizards. It's the Wizards. Stars don't have to play hard against bad teams. We just chill. They just chill. They make sure everybody get their games off. As Sims converts the three-point play, Knicks go up by 23 here. Poole has it up top. Throw it inside to Valanciunas. Leaves it off for Kuzma. Kicks it out to Kispert. Catch and fires from the right wing. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked loose. It's going to stay with the Wizards. It's off of Anunoby. AP said, James' only problem was hiring bad general managers. I'm 100% with you, AP. That's always been my issue with him. He just always hired the wrong people. He never had a good sense of who to hire. Valanciunas kicks it out to Kispert for another three, and he knocks it down. Knicks losing track of Corey Kispert. Come on, guys. The downfall for Dolan was the 99 draft where they had no GM in place. Ron Artest was there for the taking. Yeah. I mean, that was the story for a long time, but now we got Leon Rose. So now he can finally go away and not worry about the team. Right? He thought he had that in Phil Jackson as Brunson knocks down another baseline jumper. He thought he had that in Phil Jackson, but obviously Phil Jackson didn't want to do that job. Kuzma driving it down. Hook shot over Anunoby, can't get it to go. Great contest from OG. 62-40, 22-point lead. Brunson has it on the right wing, steps back in transition for three. Nothing but net for JB. Like I said, it is just a glorified scrimmage here tonight. I love it. That's what it feels like. That's what we're going with. We're under 5 minutes to go. Valanciunas over to Keontae George. Jab step coming to his left, pocket pass to Valanciunas. Foul line jumper. Can't get it to go. Bridges fighting for the rebound, and he comes out with it. And the Knicks are pushing in transition. Over to Josh Hart on the left wing in transition. He's no hesitating for three. When do you see Josh Hart no hesitating from three in transition like that? Anunoby, a hook pass over to Bridges in the corner. Bridges comes up short, long rebound. Kuzma comes out with it. He's off and running. Knicks up by 25. Hands it off to Kispert. Pump fakes. Gets it into Valanciunas down low against Sims in the post. Leaves it off for Poole, who lays it up and in over Bridges. A little over 4 minutes to go. Brunson on the right wing. He's going to dance with it against the rookie Keontae George. Stopping, turning, spinning, going under the basket. Leaves it off for Hart, and he lays it up and in. Jalen Brunson's up to 7 assists. We're just hooping on him. It's a blowout, y'all. What do we want to talk about? Veridify, what's up, Veridify? DeMario Montag? What's up, DeMario? Go Knicks. It's a great night. It's a great night to be a Knicks fan, right? We're just chilling, having a good time. Valanciunas gets a layup, right? I don't even really got to call this game seriously. We can hang out. I'll let you guys know what's going on. Brunson coming to his right over to OG. OG on the right wing, driving to his left, stopping, leaning back at the foul line, kicks it over to Sims, leaves it off for Hart. Hart coming to his left, cross-court past the Bridges, goes along the baseline, inside to Sims, a little flip shot, gets it to go. Offense can be so simple, so easy against a bad defense like this. The Knicks are just working on their chemistry. They're working on their passing a little bit, working on a couple plays here and there. Jordan Poole tried to split the defense. It got knocked loose, but Kuzma was there to pick it up. He's got Brunson on him, backing him down, stopping, turning, spinning. On the little drop step, got it to go. And Josh Hart's yelling at Bridges. He's like, you got Brunson on him in the post. You got to come down and help. You got to dig down. See, if this was a good team, that's the kind of thing that could hurt you. Brunson leaves it off for Sims, stops, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart saying, clear out. Give it to OG in the post. Against Kispert, he's going to work. Step back, foul line, jumper, double clutched it. Hung on the rim, couldn't get it to fall. Couldn't get the shooter's touch there. Jordan Poole bringing it down. Sims is going to pick him up, driving to his right, pulling it back, steps back for a three. He's feeling it. Not enough to get it to go. Anunoby fighting for the ball, can't get it to go. Looked like he got hurt. Feels all right. Now he's going to get up. And Kispert knocked down the left corner three. I was just focused on OG, making sure he was good. Just making sure he was good. Brunson bringing it down. We're going to call a timeout. Good timeout, Tommy Tibbs. Good timeout. Karen said, good game for the rookies to prove themselves. That is the hope. That is the hope. They play well tonight because they're going to get some minutes. Consistent Jazz said, could Jordan Poole be an upgrade over Miles Bridges? Never in his life. Never in his life. Vertify said, Sarr's supposed to be a rim protector. Yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be a lot more than a rim protector. But yeah, he's part of his role is he's supposed to be a good rim protector. He's not a great rim protector. He projects as a good rim protector. But he is more of a versatile defender. And it's hard to protect the rim when everybody on the perimeter is just kind of letting guys through. I didn't know Bilal Coulibaly wasn't playing tonight. I literally just realized he has not played. I don't know what's wrong with him, but I didn't know he wasn't playing. So that's cool. That's cool. AP said, Charles Dolan was the founder of HBO, who was the founder of Cablevision, who bought the Knicks. What year was it, AP? Can you let me know? What year was it when he bought him? I believe it was the late 90s, but let me know. I don't know the exact year. Kinahara said, Poole, beware of players with big points on bad teams. Shout out Cam Thomas, man. Shout out Cam Thomas. Fit that description perfectly. Riverside Poole, big contract. That's not that big. It is big. It's not that big. It's big in comparison to the, I guess obviously, it's big in comparison to the level of player he is. Right? He's making like Mikal Bridges money. And that's my point. He's not Mikal Bridges. Kinahara said Sarr was basically getting the hype because Wemby from France was so good. I don't know about him. I don't think that's why he was getting hype. He was getting the hype because that draft was bad and they needed a first-round pick. And he's a 7-footer who's shown some touch from 3-point range and has shown to be like a good team defender. Again, you can't see good team defenders when the team defense is so bad. But he projects to be a good defender. And he has shown the propensity to be a good defender. But he's not physically strong enough to play center right now, which is why I believe they started the year starting him at power forward. But he's also not like versatile enough on the perimeter. And also a rookie learning that on the fly, who's mostly played big in his life. He just got put on muscle. He needs time. He needs to play alongside better defenders. I actually think Cooper Flagg going to the Wizards wouldn't be the worst. Wouldn't be the worst because you'd have a core of Sarr, Flagg, and Coulibaly. Now that's the start of a scary defensive team right there. And then obviously they got the offensive upside, but all right, we're back into it. Josh Hart driving to his right, taking the contact, but finishing anyway because that's what he does. I can't wait to look at this box score at halftime. I said we were going to look at it after the first quarter, and we didn't. Bridges leaves it off for Brogdon. Gets it over to Valanciunas, back to Brogdon. Brogdon coming to his right up the Valanciunas screen, going under the basket, stopping, turning, leaving off for Valanciunas. Oh, and then he shoves off of Josh Hart, and they call the offensive foul on Valanciunas. It was very blatant right in front of the ref. He's frustrated. He's on a bad team. I'm sure it's very annoying to have to go through this when he was on the Grizzlies and then the Pelicans, which were obviously two up-and-coming good teams, and now he's on the Wizards. So I'm sure he's looking to get traded at some point, but Brunson up top, gets it over to Anunoby on the left wing. Coming to his right, leaves it back to Brunson. Brunson, jab step, against Brogdon. One dribble step back three. Can't get it to go. Looked good. It looked good. Poole has it up top. Coming to his right, stopping, pump faking, leaning in, draws the foul on Towns. 1:21 to go. AP said, I really thought Phil Jackson was going to be the guy. I didn't. I never once thought, I had hoped that maybe he would be, but I never once thought Phil Jackson was going to be the guy. There was too many stories. Let me finish reading your comment, my bad. Phil Jackson was failing. Phil Jackson failing has to be the biggest disappointment of franchise history. Yeah, I mean, the thing about the Phil Jackson thing was like, every time you read a report about it, it was very clear, very evident. Phil Jackson wanted nothing to do with his job. That James Dolan had been hounding him to take this job for years, and he kept declining it. And so when he finally accepted it, and you saw what the contract was, it was like, oh, well, he gave him an offer he can't refuse, but that doesn't mean he wants to do the job. And then after the stories of him meddling and pretending to be the coach, but not willing to be the coach and sit on the sideline, is like, all right. All right, so he's just here for the money, which was very clear at a certain point. I mean, almost from the beginning, it was very clear. Towns ripping the ball away from Valanciunas and leaves it up and in. Beautiful. Love it. So it wasn't really a disappointment to me because I never believed he actually wanted that job. And he proved me right. He proved me right. Valanciunas, nice bounce pass to Kuzma, who cut for a reverse layup. Under a minute to go. Keenan Hart said Flagg is the real deal. Yes, he is. The main event, if y'all don't know the nickname, the main event, it's a fire nickname. Brunson out to Towns. Towns has it up top, between the legs. Step back three. If he hits that, I'm going crazy. All right, he didn't hit it. Hit the front of the rim. Under 40 to go. Kuzma has it up top, being guarded by OG. Out to Brogdon. Driving to his right, pulling it back. Kicks it out to Valanciunas. Catches, pump fakes. Driving to his right on Towns. Flips it up with the right hand, gets it to go. Valanciunas is moving and grooving out there. AP said it was 94, 95 was when he bought the team. Interesting. I thought it would have been later. AP said, I guess you don't remember Rick Brunson on the Knicks. I would argue that most people don't. Maybe they remember the name, but Josh Hart can't hit the three at the buzzer. Is that the first time we've seen Josh Hart miss a three at the buzzer with the shot clock winding down? Is that his first miss of the season with the shot clock winding down from three? He's automatic with those. Well, that's going to be the end of the quarter. Is my score right? 54 to 73. So they got one more point. 73, 54. Knicks with a 19-point lead. The Rick Brunson. Do I remember Rick Brunson on the Knicks? No, I don't. I didn't watch the Knicks in the 90s. I was a baby. I was a goo goo gaga baby. So I wasn't watching the Knicks. I started seriously watching the Knicks around like 08. I was like 10. And that's when I seriously got into the Knicks. Up to that point, I was mostly like a casual who most of my basketball knowledge had come from like video games and playing NBA Street Volume 2 with my friends. Like that's where most of my basketball knowledge had come from. Up to that point. And then that's when I like locked in. That's when it like clicked. And I was like, oh, I love this. And I'm watching every game. Keenan Hart said, yeah, I was fooled. I thought Phil would fix it. I never believed it. I didn't realize he was just taking the money and didn't really want the job. I mean, all the reports are flying around about it. So you just missed all the reporting on it because I remember when he took the job, I was like, oh, the legendary Phil Jackson? Fire. And then you read the reports of like, nah, he's been offered this job for years. He finally took it because this is the contract that James Dolan offered. And it is a ridiculous contract. And so it was like, oh, yeah, that's not good. If the only reason why the guy took the job is because you offered him an insane amount of money. And then all the stories of him like not doing a good job of evaluating talent during the draft process and all that stuff and just not being really locked in, not spending a lot of time at the facility. Phil Jackson, trash. Ruined his legacy. I hate that guy. I hate him. Hate him the same way I hate Harnstein. How dare he? How dare he? Keenan Hart said, up 20, Josh Hart missing is fine. No. He's got to maintain that perfect streak. He ruined it. Josh Hart usually is a knockdown shooter at the buzzer, and he missed it. How could he? How could he do that to me? Is my hat on backwards? My hat might be on backwards. My hat is indeed on backwards. This whole time, and y'all said nothing. This whole time, and y'all said nothing. My hat was on backwards the whole time. Knicks fan said, oh, is my birth year? Come on, dog. Don't do that to me. I'm not even old. Keenan Hart said, 08. I had already stopped watching by then. See, that's the thing, though, Keenan Hart, is I came up in the grind. I came up when the Knicks weren't even good. I didn't have anything to latch onto. Like, you had something to latch onto. You were like, oh, this team's so good, and it's from the city I grew up. I grew up when the Knicks were bad and already a laughingstock. They were already being laughed at for a lot of their moves. And yet I still became a diehard fan. Through all of it. Took the ridicule from all my friends at school. Still never broke as a diehard fan. Still always repped my team. And now look at us. Now we on top. Relic said spanking, watch out for the adjustments. I mean, they just don't have the skill and the experience, man. This Wizards team is way too young for that. They don't have their best player out there in Koulibaly. Unless Kuzma and Jordan Poole catch fire from three, a comeback is not happening. I mean, don't count them out. It could definitely happen if they catch fire from three, but I don't expect it to happen. Not against this team, man. Not against this team. Everton Fletcher, what's up, Ev? Keenan Hart said, I started watching right after Clyde retired. It's a long time, man. It's a long time. Everton, no, where am I? 25-26. Said, I knew Phil Jackson was a train wreck from the beginning. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm right there with you. I also knew. Juwan Cooley said, I really wanted the Knicks to hit 75 at half, but all good. Looking forward to the Rooks taking over in the fourth quarter. I'm with you. I need some more rookies in the second half here. I need to see Huck Porty. Jericho Sims was great. Had a nice poster dunk. Awesome. I want to see Huck Porty. Let's be real. Everton said, this is the night for the Knicks to experiment Huck and Cat together in the game. I don't think they're going to experiment with it because I don't think they're interested in it. That's why you will not see it. They are not interested in seeing that. I think they may be interested in the Mitch Towns combination. You will not see it with Huck Porty. 3GB said, we thought you had it on for a rally? Oh, the hat? Rally hat? Knicks fan said, who is the Knicks going to draft in the 2032 draft? Me? Make yourself available, buddy. We'll all be rooting for you. We'll know your origin story. Ken O'Hara said, my old pops, blessed memory, took me to see rookie Pat. Fire. I go to one Knicks game every year. I go to one Knicks game every year. That's my tradition with my dad. AP said, the closest executive we had to Leon Rose is Dave Checketts. Yes. Dave Checketts, maybe better than Leon Rose. Read Blood in the Garden. I don't know about that. But not only did he make the Knicks finals contenders 2 times, he also won a cup with the New York Rangers. Again, I've been reading Blood in the Garden. He made a ton of missteps. And also that 90s Knicks team, like they were one player short every time. And again, they got close twice, but they never really built a really good complementary team around Patrick Ewing. And, you know, I blame Checketts for that because he was the guy. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's too early to tell. You do have to give it to Checketts because he did get the team to the finals. But time will tell. Time will tell. I mean, look, he messed up the Pat Riley relationship. He messed it up. He did. He wasn't a good communicator and ultimately drove him away. So he gets an asterisk on his tenure for that. But Leon Rose, you know, hard to judge it while it's still going on after his 2 biggest moves. So we'll see how it plays out. Relic said the backwards hat looked like it was built for speed. Omar said, I started watching the Knicks in 88. I'm old. Oh, man. I feel old, and I started watching in 08, 20 years after you. Slim Slam, I said I was a diehard Bulls fan until Michael retired. Been a Knicks fan since. That's sketchy, Slim. I don't know if I'd run around telling people that. That's sketchy, my boy. That's sketchy. Where am I? K Hazy said Huck and Kolek might have good chemistry. Liked what I saw in preseason. Yeah. I mean, good thing is they're both second-round picks, and they're going to be on the Knicks for a long time. At least in theory, unless they trade them. I do want to go through the box score before we get too far. Bridges has 4. Only a 4? I feel like he hit a 3, but he didn't. He's 0 for 2. He's only got 4. Anunoby's got 7. Towns with 17 and 8. Brunson with 12 and 7. Josh Hart with 14, 3 and 3. So, and then off the bench, 5 from Sims, 6 from Payne, 2 from Kolek, 6 from Dadier, who had 2 threes. Love what I'm seeing back home. All right, let me switch over here because Twitch isn't working anyway. So I'm actually going to switch you guys from here to here, and then I could read the chat easier on this screen right here. There we go. Also, I never had, so I'm going to add real quick. Sorry, guys. Verify said David Stern gave us Pat Ewing. Kind of. I love the conspiracy of the NBA draft lottery being rigged. I believe in it. And not only do I believe in it, I think it should absolutely be rigged. Why, if you were a league, why would you not rig the draft? You should have control over where the players go so that your your league can survive. Send the players to the right situation so that the star players survive longer. You know? 3GB said, how about an annual Chef-free basketball game with subscribers? Yeah. If I could set it up, that'd be fire. If I ever did set it up, I'd love to set up cameras, though. See, the thing about that is, like, in order for it to be fun and a fun and safe and enjoyable environment, like, I would rent out the gym and set up cameras, and we could live stream it, we could have fun, and we could introduce ourselves to each other and whatnot, but that's expensive. It's expensive. We're not there yet. AB said the reason why Phil was disappointed was because he was homegrown Nick. He was a rival coach that came home, but instead he burned the house down. Larry Brown was also a disappointment. Yeah, I mean, Larry Brown was a terrible coach at that point. Literally listen to any time Channing Frye has talked about it. He was terrible. And then I get the Phil Jackson like coming home after being with the Knicks in the 70s and winning the 2 championships. But like, look, man, then he became the coach of the Bulls, then he became coach with the Lakers, and he never looked to help up the Knicks. And I get it. Why would you go to a franchise that they're not looking to prop you up anyway? But listen, man, once he took the job with the Knicks, the fact that he was so adamant that he wasn't going to coach them because he knew that they weren't going to be a championship level team and he didn't want to stain his legacy, like, that's on you, dog. That's on you. He didn't want to take that challenge. He's a loser in my eyes. He's got a loser mentality. He was done. Relic said, I'm going to jinx it. The Cavs will win 20 plus before they lose. Their next game is against the Celtics, isn't it? So look, if they win that, Yeah, it's tomorrow against the Celtics on TNT. Crazy. I'd love to do that game, but I might be busy tomorrow. Maybe if I could set it up, maybe we do the game tomorrow. AB said his birthday was the 97 Knicks. That was a really good Knicks team. 57 games. Yeah. Yep. I was born in 97. Keenan Hart said Cavs are legit. I like Mobley's improvement and Garland returning back to form. Spider maintaining. Spider's actually changed the way he's played. He's been a lot more passive, allowing the ball to be in the hands of guys like Garland a little bit more. And then Garland's chemistry with Mobley has also unlocked Mobley, along with Mobley just gradually getting better as he's gotten older. El Tigre, what's up, El Tigre? Keenan Hart said the NBA is in big trouble with viewership right now. They need to rig more. I don't know if they're in big trouble with viewership. I think, you know what I think? The viewership's obviously been down a little bit. But their issue is their production. The national TV games don't feel important. They don't feel important whatsoever. And they have to bring that back. The reason why a lot of people used to watch back in the day is because if a game was on ESPN, it felt like a big deal because ESPN made it feel like a big deal. Same with TNT. They made these games matter. They made them feel big. It was like, look at these two really good teams. Look at these two star players. They're coming to clash tonight. And they don't play that up enough because they're too busy playing up other sort of storylines going on around the league. And it's like, no, man. Like, this player's really good and this player's really good, which of these two players are better, who's going to play better tonight. These guys should go head to head. And they don't do that anymore. Their production is just like, all right, let's go around the NBA. It's like, no, let's focus on this one game right now. They don't do that. They don't do that. Nostalgic Nick, what's up, Nostalgic? Hit the like button. Appreciate you reminding people to hit the like button. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead. Hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. It really helps grow the stream. You have no idea the amount YouTube pays attention to how many likes a video gets, a stream gets, any kind of content. They love to see the thumbs up numbers. It's one of the most important numbers in terms of helping a channel grow. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have been running up the likes on every stream we've done so far this season. Thank you guys. AP said, I wanted the Knicks to get Mitch Richmond to play with Patrick Ewing back in the day. I mean, he would have been a great second star for him. Pat didn't have a real second star. John Starks was the closest one he had, and it wasn't, you know, as much as I like John, he was more of a role player. All right, here we go. Starting the second half. Knicks come out with a bucket. I didn't see it because the stream lagged. But here we go. Poole, extra pass. They swing it over. Sarr in the corner for the left corner three. Too long, can't get it to go. Josh Hart mistimed his jump. Who is that? Johnny Davis? No, Brogdon got the rebound. They kick it out to Poole. Inside the Kuzma. Catches. Stops. Pump fakes. Fall away jumper over Towns. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Where's my microphone? Brunson bringing it down. Leaves it off for Towns. Catches. Fires a straightaway three. Gets it to go. Towns is up to 20 points. JB scored the first bucket of the second half here. Sarr on the roll, stops, flips it up with the right hand. Too long, can't get it to go. That's just a bad shot from Sarr. He's got Josh Hart on him. Go straight up. Don't spin in the lane like that. Shoot it right over the top of him. Sarr's going to learn that as he goes. Brunson takes some contact out to Towns. Takes the bump. Gets fouled on the floor. Verified said finals were on NBC and CBS. Yeah, now they're on ABC. And that won't change going forward. But NBC basketball is coming back. Hopefully they pick the production game up and they really make these games feel special. They throw it inside the Bridges. Stops, fall away jumper, gets it to go. Here you go, Bridges. Getting in on the action. Again, we got to stat pad a little bit. We got to get the numbers up. So the rookies can come in and everybody feels fine having scored what they need to for their averages to maintain. Poole has it up top. It's over to Brogdon. Brogdon's going to drive it down to his left. Leaning in. Brunson's going to slap it away, but he fell down. And Brogdon's going to pick it up and just lay it up and in. Veridified said over 50% from three for Cat. Yep. Brogdon's trying to play some full court basketball against Brunson. They call a foul on Brogdon. It didn't look like it was a foul, but I think that's the officials being like, listen, dog, you're down 24. Chill, Brogdon. We don't want anybody getting hurt. That was the official's way of telling them that. Like, relax. Karen said, yes, not enough local TV or radio. I live 270 miles away from Detroit, and every home game is blacked out. Yeah, the blackout rules are rough. Josh Hart too long in the three. Kuzma with the rebound. Part of the reason why we do this, right? Do this for a multitude of reasons. Part of the reason is sometimes it's really hard to watch basketball games even though you live in the city. Like, things are getting expensive. I pay $310 a year just to watch the Knicks basketball for the season. Extra, outside of the streaming services, outside of all of that. Anunoby can't get the swooping hook shot to go. Towns with the offensive rebound and put back. Anunoby slow to get up, but they said he looks to be all right. Jordan Poole gets a layup to go as Anunoby was down on the other end. Come on, OG. I mean, he's walking to the corner. He's walking fine. Seems all right. Brunson gets fouled by Poole. 9:10 to go. Mark said Cat with a double already. A double-double. I mean, Towns is just... This is the kind of game where you just got to get your stats up. But he's been fantastic all season long. Fantastic. The defense is starting to come around. Again, the defensive chemistry is starting to build. The offensive chemistry is starting to build. Like, the team's starting to come together. Obviously, still have a ton of improvements to make, but if you go back and watch like Game 5 of the season, and then nice pass from Towns to Anunoby who cut baseline. I guess Anunoby's feeling fine, which is nice to see. Timeout from the Wizards. 84-58, 26-point lead. Run it up. Run it up, Knicks. Run it up. We're under 9 minutes to go now. Keenan Hart said, I hold my breath when I see OG go down. Yes, every single time he goes down, I'm like, right? If you guys are watching the game alongside me, every time he goes down, I go quiet for a second because I'm like, I'm watching his movements. I'm like, is he all right? Is he going to get back up? Is he holding his leg? Is he holding his arms? Is he holding his elbow? What's going on? So, 3GB said, knowing Tibbs starters don't come out until 5 minutes left in the fourth. Right on point, my boy. You're right on point. I can almost guarantee that that is exactly how this is going to go down, 3GP. Keenan Hart said Towns is an excellent passer as well. Yes, he is. He is. He very much is. Just as good, if not a better passer than Hartenstein. So the passing we won't miss. We just got to build chemistry the way Hartenstein had chemistry with our guys as well. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Karen said, no one does what you do for the Pistons either? Really? Surprising. I feel like this is the kind of content that's really starting to make the rounds. Like Knicks Fan TV does play-by-play now for every game. Almost every game. I don't think they did one tonight. Why would they? It's the Wizards. But you know me. I'll go live for every Knicks game, because why not? Like, Knicks Film School is doing it right now. I'm looking at it. Knicks Film School got one going. Oh, no, they do have it going. Knicks Fan TV. Yeah, so the two biggest Knicks YouTube channels, they do play-by-plays now too and watch-along. So, you know. Everybody getting in on the action. And I get that the Knicks fan base is much bigger. I got to put more water in this thing, man. But, yeah, I mean, as the season goes on, you guys know I want to try and expand and do more games. We do have 2 days off coming up in between the two Western Conference games. In between our next game against Phoenix is on Wednesday. And then we're off Thursday and Friday before we play Utah on Saturday. So maybe I'll try and sneak a game in on one of those Thursdays or Fridays. Maybe a Thursday, the TNT game, whatever game that is. Maybe we'll do that. AP said the NBA is rigged, except for the Knicks. Jordan Poole driving it down, can't get the layup to go, no foul call. Sarr with the offensive rebound and put back. All right, let's get back into it. And where's my microphone? All the way over here. Josh Hart over to Anunoby. Pump fake, step back, crossover. Ooh, tween cross. Goes down, can't get the lefty layup to go. Got a little too fancy. Jordan Poole, beautiful pass to Carrington, who was looking for the foul call, doesn't get it. Good job from Josh Hart to not foul, forced a bad layup. Towns with the rebound, here comes Brunson. Fakes the drive, driving it down, kicks it out the Hart, extra pass to Bridges, driving to his left, gets in the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Anunoby, wide open on the left wing for three, splashes it, nothing but net. Where are we? 8 minutes to go. My timer's way off. Brogdon driving it down, way off. Brogdon missed the easy layup. Like, literally nobody even contested him. He just missed, like, a layup line layup. And then Kuzma with the tip dunk, but they call it basket interference. This team's a mess. This team is a mess. 87-60. Knicks trying to push it to 30. If you can get it to 30, I don't see how Tom Thibodeau could rationally have his starters in against this Wizards team. Like, come on. You can put the rookies in. You can trust the rookies. You can trust Doug Porter. You can trust Dadia. You clearly are. And Anunoby just moves Kuzma out of the way. I love when OG does that. Show off the strength. Show off them broad shoulders. Bridges knocks the ball out of bounds. Just runs right through Kuzma. Give him a little chicken wing. Get out of the way. Easy layup. I love it. I love it. Knicks up by 29. Can we get to 30? Can we get to 30? 7:27 to go. Poole up top, coming to his right off the SAR screen. Bridges sticking with him. Coming to his right. Stopping, pulling it back. Bridges does a good job getting his hand on the ball. They kick it out to Brogdon. Cross-court pass to Kuzma. Kuzma, pass fake, step through, kicks it out to Sar. Sar, quick catch and fire from three. Splashes it at the net. When he doesn't have time to think, shot looks good. Shot looks good. Josh Hart has it, spins, driving it down, kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass fake, now puts up the straightaway three, knock it down. Oh, couldn't get it to go. It would have been nice. It would have been nasty. Got the defense to move with the pass fake. Brogdon has it up top, driving it down, leaves it off for Carrington. Up top to Kuzma, driving it down, stepping it back, pump fake, steps through, lays it up with the right hand, gets it to go. That's got to be a travel. He definitely lifted the pivot foot. Definitely lifted the pivot foot. AB said by the time they got Derek Harper, he was washed. Yeah, definitely a lot older in his career at that point. I got to finish reading Blood in the Garden. I got up to the part where Pat the Rat leaves to Miami. That's literally the last chapter I read, was all the events that culminated in his decision to eventually leave. That's the last chapter I left off on. Ken Hart said Atkinson is killing it. He's doing really well. I always really liked Kenny Atkinson as a head coach. Happy he finally is getting another opportunity and showing that he's a damn good coach. Because I know a lot of people doubted him when he was a Nets coach, and they were like, oh, it was a spunky team. But, like, come on. Towns with the no-look pass to Anunoby. He got blocked by Sar. No, they called a foul on Sar. Anunoby almost had a poster on him, dunking it over Sar. Let's see the replay. Definitely a foul on Sar. Hit him on the arm. Didn't even get the ball. Hit all arm. Why are you challenging this? I'm not going to lie. I don't even know who the head coach of the Wizards is. I'm looking at this man. I don't recognize him at all. I've never seen him. I don't know who he is. I want to look it up. I have to look it up now. I have to look it up. Wizards head coach is who? Brian Keefe. Coach Keefe. Not looking great. Not looking great. Hendricks Reyes, what's up, Hendricks? Anthony Mason was a gem for the Knicks. Yeah. Again, if you read Blood in the Garden, you get to learn about all these guys. Like, in depth, not just who they were. Obviously, we know who they are. But you get to learn about, like, a lot of the off-the-court stuff, a lot of the history behind them, why they were who they were, and really what made them tick. The Anthony Mason chapter was incredible. I feel like I'm doing an ad read for Chris Herring's book, Blood in the Garden, but it's a really great read, especially if you're a Knicks fan, especially if you lived through the 90s. It's a really great read. 3GP said, Wizards head coach is Jordan's landscaper. I literally have never heard of this man. I've never seen him before. Hats off to him, I guess. But is my timer still going? No, I paused it. Good. Yes, but I need cat stats. Let's go through the box score again. Let's see. AP said, I think viewership was back up in the days because they were free TV. Now everything is paid TV. NBA on NBC was a real thing. Well, look, the viewership peaked in like the 2010 to 2016 range. That's when viewership peaked. And then since then, it's kind of dipped. And then COVID happened and viewership dipped way down. And then they're trying to build it back up and coming out of it. But I believe that a lot of the viewership is dipped. One, because of all the streaming and like where do I find games, and NBA League Pass definitely affects viewership. But my major issue is that like these games don't feel special. And it's like, how do you make the games feel special? Well, you can do it partly through the production of it. If you come out and you tell the audience, this is a big game, this is really special, we're gonna see something real special tonight, you know, then the audience is gonna be like, well, I gotta tune in. They don't do that. They don't build up games. They don't build up matchups. They're not like, hey, y'all, in 2 weeks, we're going to get this matchup. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. They don't do that. When was the last time you saw ESPN really build up a game that's 2 weeks out? Like TNT has Celtics versus Cavs. The reigning champions who are playing fantastic this year, the Boston Celtics, are playing the undefeated 15-0 Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm sure a lot of you didn't even know that tomorrow night. How is that not like leading Sports Center? How is that not like a huge topic on ESPN? How is that not the only thing we're talking about on the radio? I get football's going on and all of that, but like in terms of like basketball topics, why are we not talking about that more? Because the NBA partners from ESPN to TNT, they don't build it up. They don't care to because they've already paid the money. They have the space for it. It's not important for them. CP, what's up, CP? Let's go, Knicks. It is a chill night. We are relaxing. These Wizards are terrible. And it is a glorified scrimmage out here so far. So we're just literally talking about anything. I'm ranting and complaining about how piss poor the production team is with ESPN and TNT. 25-26 said the Knicks, the NBA is marketed terribly. Horrible. Like I said, one of the biggest games so far in the season is tomorrow night, and I haven't seen one thing. I spend a ton of time watching NBA content, listening to podcasts, like watching the NBA show on ESPN, watching all this stuff, listening to all the podcasts from ESPN, like the Hoop Collective and all those guys. They have not once advertised, like they brought up and talking about it, but they have not once advertised and really hyped up tomorrow night's game. Cleveland against Boston should be huge, and nobody knows about it. They barely talked about it. How is that a thing? But yet you want to talk about how viewership's a little lower than it used to be. It's your fault. Brogdon up top over to Poole. Poole driving to his right. Steps back on Josh Hart. Puts up the three, can't get it to go. Could have made the highlight reel, but it's not. With the miss. Towns with the rebound, here comes Brunson. Brunson, in and out dribble, pulling it back, crossover to his left. Should have left it off for Towns for the three. Come on, JB, doing a little too much dribbling. Bridges driving it down, gets stripped. Kispert, they throw the lob over to Sarr. Beautiful transition for the Wizards. What's the score? 64-91. I'm not even keeping track of it. I gave 3 points to the wrong side. 64. There we go. 91. It's got a scoreboard right. And it's 5:20 to go. Here we go. Isaiah Gardner said, game is so slow when you're blowing out somebody. Yeah, because you're just waiting for the final buzzer. Like, the Knicks have already won this game. They're just, like I said, pad the stats. The starters just need to get their points, their rebounds, their assists, so that they can maintain their season averages correctly. Brogdon drives down. Brunson did knock down his floater. Brogdon keeping it, has him in the left corner, dribbled all the way around. Now on the left wing over to Sarr. Hit Brogdon, come back door, back out to Sarr. Wide open, left wing three. Way long, can't get it to go. Again, when he doesn't think about the three, think about the other one he hit, which was heavily contested by Towns. Just caught it and fired it with the shot clock winding down. This time he caught it, was wide open. The Knicks were like, all right, fine, shoot it. You won. You won the possession. Lined it up, had that hitch in it, way off. Josh Hart, beautiful pass inside the Towns, who got fouled by Kispert. Good foul from Kispert to save the layup. But again, your team is down. It don't really matter. 4:24 to go. 3GB said, I used to be able to watch any Knicks game in the 90s. Now I have to have a subscription. I mean, you don't have to. I don't know which cable provider, because I don't have cable anymore, still has the capability of showing the MSG network. But if you have cable, which I know a lot of us don't, which is why you have to pay now for a subscription service, which is the point you're making. But it's still technically free. Not really, because you have to pay for cable. But AP said because they don't let these teams play hardcore basketball anymore. Now, I will always get on the officials and the way the game is officiated and that they should allow these teams to play defense. It feels like they've outlawed defense in a lot of areas. Like offenses are too good now to not allow defenses a little bit more leeway. The fact that they call these games a lot tighter than they used to is crazy in comparison, as Anunoby just runs over Jordan Poole. And there was no foul call, ball out of bounds. Jordan Poole maybe flopped a little bit and tried to accentuate the contact, but Anunoby definitely fouled him. No foul call. Ball will remain here, though, as it was out of bounds on Anunoby. Sims and Payne checked in. Sims and Payne were very fun in the first half. Let's see if they continue it. Carrington a dribble pull-up three. Brunson went under the screen, and Carrington made him pay, knocking down the three. 4 minutes to go. AP said, can someone tell me why Tom hasn't put Hukporty in this blowout? He may be saving him for the fourth quarter. He may play majority of the fourth quarter, and maybe we won't see him at all, and Sims will play the most of the time. Bridges has it on the right wing. Back to Anunoby. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson, pump fake, jab step. He's going to put up a deep left wing three. Can't get it to go. Carrington with the rebound. Full court pass. Brunson gets back to save it. There you go, JB. Now he's bringing it down. Pass fake going all the way. Scoop layup with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Ball just rolled off the rim. How many layups have we missed tonight? Knicks should be up by 40. Kispert driving it down, and he misses a layup. Okay, never mind. Missed layup from missed layup. Charlie, what's up, Charlie? Anunoby on the right wing. Puts up the three. Oh, I thought that was going in. Sims, good offensive rebound, though. Good aggression. Going back up, but he got stripped. Come on, Jericho. Carrington coming down, coming to his right. He's got some space. He's going to pull it back out. In the mid-range, they just leave him. And he misses the wide-open mid-range jumper. A Valanciunas right there for the offensive rebound and put back over OG. 2:57 to go. AB said, I'll take a lot of nights where the Knicks are not frustrating me. This is the whole idea of this team. They will absolutely destroy teams like the Wizards all season long. And hopefully we start to get some really good games against the top-notch teams in the league. Although they've had some. Like, they played Cleveland really close. Obviously, Cleveland is now looking like the cream of the crop of the league. We'll see how that plays out as the season goes on. They've gotten off to a really great start, King. Got to give them credit there. As Diego said, I had no idea about the game tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, guys. How does a basketball NBA fan not know about one of the biggest games of the, not even one of, the biggest game so far this season? The reigning champs who have played fantastically this season are playing the 15-0 undefeated Cleveland Cavaliers tomorrow night on TNT. It's a national TV game, and a lot of people don't even know it. That is a marketing problem. That is a production problem. That is a focus group. Like, how do you not know? We got to market the hell out of this game. Like, as they're on that collision course, how are you not marketing that? Keenan Hart said it's clear Tibbs like Sims. Yeah, we've talked about it. There are reasons why they like him. Sims has played pretty well for a majority of the season. Right? He's played pretty well for a majority of the season. The thing about Sims, he's not all that additive, but he doesn't take anything off the table, doesn't really make mistakes, whereas Hukporty, while he can be additive, he could also be disruptive and take some things off the table for you. Bridges, little mid-range jumper, gets the nice friendly roll, gets it to go. We need Bridges to score more points. Everyone else is hovering around their averages except for Bridges. I believe that he's got up to like 8 points now. So he needs a couple more baskets. As he trips up Kispert as he's driving down the lane. 2:30 to go. Keenan Hart said, Magic, Bird, Jordan, Shaq, very marketable. They've got marketable guys. They have them. They just don't do a good job of marketing them. They've done a piss-poor job of marketing Giannis. Giannis has been one of the most dominant players the past 10 years. And they have not marketed him well. Valanciunas, another offensive rebound, gets it to go off the Jordan Poole miss. Jokic, they don't market him at all. And I get he can be like a boring guy because he just shows up, dominates, and then goes home. But you could absolutely market that. And they don't. Brunson knocks down a right wing three. He's up to 19. Also has 10 assists. He gets a double-double. Towns already with his double-double. Knicks up 29. Also, my scoreboard's way off. That's not it. It's 100 to 71. It's only off one basket. Carrington has it on the right wing. Keenan Hart said, Zion and Ja, not so likable. I'm going to add AI. He was fun to watch. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be just Zion and Ja. Like, there's so many. Anthony Edwards, Brunson, another three, by the way. He's hooping right now. Where was I? Like, Anthony Davis, we don't know anything about Anthony Davis. We don't know anything about Devin Booker. We don't know. They've just done such a poor job of putting these people out into the public eye. And look, maybe it's also these guys' fault for not wanting to be on the public eye. But, like, if you're the league and you're one of the best players in the league, like, I'm shoving you in everybody's face. And I'm like, y'all need to pay attention to him. Right? SGA. Luka. Like, Luka, super marketable. Luka's a likable guy, but a hateable player. Brunson, he's feeling it, driving it down. Lost it, saves it. Payne grabs it. Payne has it up top, coming to his right off the sim screen. Over to Brunson in the corner. He's going to put up another three. He gets fouled in one. All righty, JB. Cooking. Cooking. Todd Clark said, if I could watch the game, I wouldn't be watching Sheppy break it down. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're also kind of alienating young fans from enjoying their hometown teams by making it really difficult to watch your hometown teams. And that's not a league problem. That's like an individual team problem, but, you know. Brunson's up to 26. He's got 14 this quarter. He just decided I'm going to hit every three so far in this quarter. Carrington has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Valanciunas. He's going to back down Sims. Stops, turns, fall away jumper in the paint. Gets fouled by Sims. He's going to go to the foul line. 2 free throws. 34 seconds to go in this quarter. Then we got 12 minutes of basketball. Keenan Hart said, damn, I still need numbers out of Towns. Oh, that's right. You took the over. I forgot. Charlie said, here at the office right now, but I still want to check on how the Knicks are doing. I mean, they're just blowing out the Wizards, man. It is up to 34-point lead for the Knicks. All right. I don't want to see any of the starters in the fourth quarter, although we do know that Tom Thibodeau is going to play the starters in the fourth quarter, unfortunately. $25-26 said, I know this may come off wrong, but the NBA needs an American face to push its product. These foreign-born players are too stiff in personality. I mean, they're too stiff in personality because that's how the league markets them. They market them as the stiff, foreign-born player that nobody is going to really care about. Sims, a tough screen on Carrington. Oh, my goodness. Bridges puts up a corner three, can't get it to go. Long rebound out the Payne. Over to Dottier. Back out to Brunson. That was a crazy screen. Carrington knocked. Welcome to the league, rookie. Brunson driving to his right. No look pass inside to Jericho Sims. Brunson is just killing these dudes, picking them apart left and right now. Keenan Hart said, is 34 points even Tibbs going to set the starters? I don't know, man. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not going to have my hopes up. Carrington puts up the three, can't get it to go with the buzzer. And that's going to be end the third quarter right there, 109-71. My scoreboard right? Is 109-71? No way. No way. 109.75. All right. I was like 38? Really? My scoreboard's off. I'm not paying as close of attention to this kind of game. Too much of a blowout. They could market SGA, who's American. He's actually Canadian. He's not American. But yeah, like we say that like, oh, they need American-born players. Like, all right, but look, you got SGA. They don't market him. I guess because he's in OKC, but like they marketed Kevin Durant back in the day when he was in OKC. They marketed Westbrook back in the day when he was in OKC. The league just is terrible for whatever reason. Maybe it was a David Stern thing. Maybe David Stern was really smart and really good at that, versus Adam Silver, who seems to be more larger picture kind of thing. But there's clearly a problem, and they haven't addressed the problem. Maybe they will. Maybe they're working on it behind the scenes. But let's be real. This seems like a problem that's going to persist for a while. We're going to lose LeBron in a couple of years. We're going to lose KD in a couple of years. Steph, I think, still has maybe like 4 or 5 more years left. He's a little younger than those guys. But once those guys are out, who are we centering the NBA around? Is it Luka? Is it Jokic? Is it Giannis? Right? Those are the 3 best players in the league. All foreign-born players. If the league were smart, they would figure out how to market those guys. But, alas, like they're going to get Cooper Flag in next year's draft. Is it Wemby? They're going to get Cooper Flag in next year's draft. But the thing about Cooper Flag is, as great as he is, I think he's generational. I think he's a franchise cornerstone. I think he's going to come into the league and set it on fire and be great right away. But the thing about that is, he's not going to be LeBron right away. He's not going to be, like he's not going to come in and be an all-star right away. Like he may be an all-star in like maybe his third year, right? He's not going to be on a winning team. Maybe he will, I guess. The lottery system set up in a way where obviously they could rig it, but like that's my point, right? They rigged this so Wemby can go to San Antonio, but he hasn't. Like, is Cooper Flag as good as Wembanyama? Wembanyama can't even uplift his team to the playoffs, to the play-in. Actually, they're in the play-in, aren't they? Let's go to the standings real quick. The Spurs, no, they're not. They're 6-8. They're sitting outside the play-in. So, like, Wembanyama, as generational and as great as he is, he can't uplift his team. So we're going to put the hopes and dreams of the league on Cooper Flag? Come on. We're back into it. Start of the fourth quarter. Valanciunas opens it up, knocking down the shot. And guess what? Ariel Hukporty's in the game alongside Jericho Sims. What is that lineup, Tibbs? Along with Kolek, Dadier, and Payne. Kolek driving it down, stops, turns, fall-away jumper in the paint. Can't get it to go. Valanciunas with the rebound. What is that lineup of Hukporty and Sims out there? What are we doing, Tibbs? Just get Jericho Sims out. Put in somebody else. Jacob Toppin. I don't care. Carrington leans in, lays it up with the right hand. We got 2 point guards, 2 centers, and Bakom Dadier out there. And a palming violation on campaign. Interesting. Also, I never ran ads at the end of the quarter. I'm going to run them right now because it is a blowout, and you're not going to miss any of the action. We're going to keep talking about nothing. That is the last ad we're running for tonight. So, we're good. Hit all 3. I believe we hit all 3. And if we didn't, who cares? The rookie George misses a jump shot. Sims with the rebound. Kolek over to Dadier. Pump fakes. Driving it down. Pulling it back out. Hands it off to Kolek. It's going to split the defense. Driving it down. Out to Sims. And Sims was standing out of bounds. I also want to look at the final box scores for our starters, who I assume are done for the night. I assume. Yeah, except we all had it with LeBron. We had what? We all had it good? Because we did. Carrington driving it down. Bang shot. Gets it to go. Carrington getting aggressive now. Now that the game is over. Final box scores for the Knicks. I guess we could wait until a stoppage in plays. Kolek drives it down, misses a layup. Fight for the rebound. Kispert with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Come on, Knicks. Keontae George driving it down. Lost it. Gets it back. Out to Kispert. Driving to his left. Going all the way. Lays it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go, but he was fouled by Hukporty. So he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. We're under 10 minutes to go. Let's refresh the page. Whoa. I didn't ask you to be large. Josh Hart's going to check in. See, I told y'all. Jericho Sims is going to check out. Can we literally put in anybody else other than Josh Hart, please? Ken Hart said Stern was good at that indeed. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of his thing, right? He took over the league just in time for Michael Jordan and just like marketed the hell out of Jordan. You know, Payne coming to his left, kicks it out. Kolek, now he's driving it down, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Dadier in the corner, no hesitation. Dadier way well short. Keontae George, inside pass to Anthony Gill, who misses a layup, but he did get fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, 9:30 to go. AP said, I'm down for playing the Wizards for the rest of the NBA season. I'm sure a lot of teams feel that same way, AP. Ken Hart said, should be SGA, Jokic, Embiid, Doncic, and Wemby. Should be. Should be. But the league just doesn't seem like they're down to really do that anymore, man. And it sucks, but, you know, not much I can do. I can do my best to help out, but, you know, we are a small community. It is 109.83. Payne driving it down, goes to his floater. Too long, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Carrington chases it down. He's bringing it down, pushing the pace, leaves it off. Kispert, a deep three in transition. Can't get it to go. 9 minutes to go. A little over 9 minutes. Like I said, we just got to get our guys some points. I want to see some Hug Porty action. I want to see Dadier get some shots up. He didn't airball that corner three, but still. Josh Hart has it, hits Dadier cutting along the baseline, lost it, picks it back up, all the way back out. Shot clock winding down. He's going to shoot the straightaway three. Comes up short. Anthony Gill comes flying in for the rebound for the Wizards. Carrington has it. Beautiful bounce pass inside the Gill. He's going to go up over Dadier and gets the hook shot to go. Tom Thibodeau is going to call a timeout. He's seen enough. He's upset. 109-85. Lead down to 24, guys. Lead is down to 24. Kinahara said, see, I'm screwed on Towns. Huck is in. Not yet, Kinahara. Tom Thibodeau just called the timeout. The lead was cut down to 24. Tom Thibodeau's seen enough. He may insert Towns to just sort of bump that lead back up and keep the Wizards at bay. 8:30 still left to go. We know our head coach is a psycho. Keep hope alive, Kinahara. Keep hope alive. Final box scores, this is what it should look like. Let's see if Tom Thibodeau puts any of these starters back in. But as of right now, Bridges has 8 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 for 10 from the field. He didn't hit a 3 tonight. Anunoby hit 1 3 tonight. He's 6 for 11 overall. He's got 16 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists. Towns with 24 and 12 rebounds with 3 assists. He's 8 for 14 from the floor. He hit 3 threes. Brunson's hit 5 threes. He's 9 for 15 from the floor, 26 points, 11 assists for JB. How many turnovers are we sitting with right now? As a team, we're sitting with 5 turnovers, 2 from Payne, 1 from Sims, 1 for Hart, 0 for Brunson with 11 assists. It's impressive. Even against the lowly Warriors, still impressive. Josh Hart with 14, 6, and 3. Jericho Sims with 7 and 6 off the bench. Solid night. Hug Porty, who's just checked in. He's got 2 personal fouls and 1 rebound, but hasn't taken a shot yet. Campaign with 6 and 5 off the bench, which is nice. Solid production for your backup point guard. Kolek with 2 and Dadier with the 6 points. He knocked down the 2 threes. 25-26, the flag won't be in the same stratosphere as Wemby. Yeah, that's what I was alluding to, and that some people are like, oh, well, also the thing is he might be more marketable because he has a larger personality, and he's a white American-born basketball player. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. People will flock to him as a player. AP said the best story in sports, the best story in the NBA is the Knicks breaking the 51-year layoff. You won't hear the media pundits talk about it too much. I mean, the Knicks have to prove it first. They haven't made it past the second round. But, you know, obviously they went all in this season. But that should be sort of something that they run with. Maybe they're saving it, but I don't have a ton of hope in in our media coverage. Not even the Knicks media coverage, in the NBA media coverage. Verified said the teams used to go to war. Less interest if you're not allowed to foul. Julius Randle, new face will return to New York on a minimum. Teams didn't go to war back in the day. Go back and watch like a random Tuesday night game, like game 27 of a season. Like the thing you're remembering are the really good nationally televised games on NBC. That's what you're remembering as like teams used to go to war. But like on a regular night where it's not a big deal and they're playing like a mediocre team, teams didn't go to war all the time. It was not great basketball. Go back and rewatch it. It wasn't great. You're looking back at it with rose-colored glasses. But the basketball on a night-to-night basis wasn't the best product. It wasn't bad, don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. But all I'm saying is that like teams play significantly harder now than they did back in the day. Way harder. There was a stat that came out that blew my mind. Actually, it didn't blow my mind because I've always kind of known it. But finally somebody, also what's going on with the screen? Finally somebody kind of put it into perspective as Kispert knocks down 2 free throws. Also, the Knicks knocked down a 3. I don't even see who hit it. But Anunoby's back in, by the way. I think it was Payne, and Payne knocks down another one. Can I reset this? What are we doing? All right, well, that's not working, but what was I talking about? Oh, the stat I saw. Carrington knocks down another shot. I'm not paying attention too close to the game. I hope y'all don't mind that. It is a blowout. The Knicks are up 25. We're gonna win this. And then we'll go over box scores. His campaign, another 3. Oh my goodness, campaign is 4 for 4 from 3, by the way. He's hooping. The stat I saw, back in the day, players on average, ran 3 miles a game. On average, players are running 7.5 to 8 miles a game now. They are moving around twice as much as they used to back in the day. It is not a pace thing. The pace was faster in the 60s and 70s. And why did they not move around as much? It's the three-point line. There is so much ground to cover defensively. Teams are having to run around and sprint and move and get back and then cut back out and then chase a defender who's cutting around. Big collision in the air. Everybody seems all right. Josh Hart's on the floor, but we know Josh Hart will be fine. Teams play way harder now than they used to, and the league still can't market it. Like it's a super entertaining product, and they don't know how to market it to people. That's the problem. Tart said the league became too political. LeBron tweeting, Steve Kerr crying, people trying to escape through sports. You literally don't have to pay attention to any of that, Todd. The league didn't get political. I have a basketball game on right now. Literally, you can tune all of that out. That is a boring, lazy excuse, in my opinion. Campaign misses a 3, finally, his first miss of the game. And Bridges knocks down a jumper after the ball bouncing on the rim for a while. Slim Slam said heavy on the stats, Tibbs. Sarr's going to fire another 3. Can't get it to go. Sims securing the rebound. Campaign's going to bring it down. Kerwin Nixon said that's because it was about a half-court game back in the days. Only Lakers were known for fast break basketball. Again, that's you insinuating that the pace is faster, that teams are just kind of getting up and down faster. It's not. It's not a pace thing. It's a three-point shooting thing. Big men back in the day did not have to ever come out of the paint. They didn't have to move out of the paint ever. The only thing they had to do was avoid 3 seconds. It was the only thing they had to worry about. Now big men are responsible for covering pick and rolls, coming out to defend shooters, running guys off the line, coming out to defend the shooter, returning back to the paint to guard the rim, coming up to guard a pick and roll after the offense was reset. Guys move around way more than they did back in the day. Guys used to stand, go back, I'm telling you, go back and watch a 90s game. Go back and watch a random 90s game. Guys are standing around not doing anything. And I'm not dissing them. That was the game back then. All I'm telling you is that those guys back then, the majority of them could not play in today's league. There's too much space to cover. They're not nearly in good enough shape as these guys are. 122 to 95 right now. And I'm not bashing former game. The game has just changed. It's just different. It's not, I'm not saying it was bad back in the day. It's just different. Isaiah Garner said, it looks like Philly and the Bucks aren't making the playoffs. They are in the East, Isaiah. They are in the East. I believe they will still make the playoffs. They're going to make a run. Right? They're going to get hot. Milwaukee will go through like a 2-3 week stretch where they can't miss from three. And, Kolek driving to his right. Haven't seen Kolek do too much tonight, which sucks. But Kolek has it, stops, turns, fall away. Terrible shot. Kolek is really struggling to score offensively so far in his NBA career. Payne draws the charge. Beautiful job from Payne. Scouted the Euro step there. 4:30 to go. Kerwin Nixon said it was much more physical basketball back in the days. Like I said, Kerwin, go back and watch those games. It's not as physical. You are looking back at it with rose-colored glasses. You are thinking of like the playoff matchups that were really physical. Not the random game, 32 of the NBA season. Guys were just standing around then. Dadier knocks down a three, by the way. I could show you modern playoff series that are super physical. Like, it's just, like, yeah, sure, it was more physical back in the day, but that doesn't mean it was a better product. Campaign knocks down another floater. He is hooping. 127-95. Knicks still maintaining the 20-point lead. 25-26 said flag impact must be felt immediately, otherwise he'll just be another Zion. No. I completely disagree with that. Zion isn't who the league wanted him to be because of injuries, because he doesn't take care of his own bodies, Keenan Harris said, late 80s and 90s were way more physical. Sorry, Chef, you didn't see it. YouTube exists, right? NBA.com has those games that you can go back and watch. Yeah, I've seen it. Go back and watch them. Go back and watch it. Don't watch the big game that you remember that is super physical. Go back and watch a random game 37 of a season against two teams. Guys are just standing around. It's not as physical. Not nearly. Right? Like, yes, in totality, it was a little bit more physical because guys were banging around in the paint. Those guys were not moving, though. Everybody had cinder blocks on their feet, except for a handful of guys in the league back then. His campaign knocks down another three. Jesus. It is 132-99. Barely keeping track of the game now. We're just talking about anything. AP said we got very lucky not getting Zion. Zion's still young, but it's not looking great, man. He's got to take care of his body. It's very clear he's not doing the stuff necessary in order for a modern basketball player to take care of his body. Keenan Harris said all Knicks games were a war. Sorry, dude. Like I said, go back and watch them. You are thinking of it with rose-colored glasses. Go back and watch them. That's all I'm saying. That's literally 20 years ago. I promise you, your memory has exaggerated it for you. I promise you. Go back and watch them. I've done it. I'm not saying that it wasn't physical. Of course it was physical. Of course it was more physical today because it was more of a paint game. But it's not as physical as people make it out to be. Guys are standing around not doing anything. on offense and defense because you didn't have to move because there wasn't a lot of player movement at all. Isaiah Gardner said, Embiid not playing consistent games. They're making no playoffs, and they're still losing games. Let's go around the league real quick, because now you got me interested. They are playing the Heat, and the Heat are blowing them out 93-77. They're up 16 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Embiid is playing in this game. He played 27 minutes. He's got 9.7 boards, 4 assists. I mean, he's still working his way back, but that's not great. Paul George had like 14 in the first half, and we're 6 minutes to go in the fourth. He's got 18. He's 1 for 7 from 3. Yikes. Yikes. Jordan McCain is actually leading them in scoring with 20 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. The rookie is leading their team, man. And Jordan McCain's good. I'm not taking anything away from him, but like you have Paul George and Joel Embiid. And Jordan McCain has to bail you guys out. And they're losing against the Miami Heat, who like themselves have been struggling. Butler has 24. I guess he's killed Paul George all night. Hero's got 18. He hasn't even shot it well. He's 2 for 10 from 3. Duncan Robinson has got that. He hasn't shot it well. He's 2 for 9 from 3. They're 12 for 40, and Philly is 9 for 37 from 3. That's just an ugly game. Philly has 77 points with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. That's gross. The Wizards score more than them tonight. And Embiid and Paul George both played. Oh, man, guys. That's rough. That's rough. Omar said, I got to disagree with you, Sheffy. 90s ball was more physical on a random night. You can disagree with me. That's fine. But all I ask is that you go back and watch them. Go to NBA.com and look up those games. Go to YouTube. YouTube's going to show you the highlights. Watch full games. Go to YouTube and look up full games. They exist. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. You can disagree with me. That's fine. I'm not saying it wasn't physical. I'm not saying it wasn't more physical than it is today. I'm saying the physicality of the 80s and 90s was greatly exaggerated. Uh, 102 to 132. Knicks up by 30, and again, we are simply just waiting for the final buzzer. This game no longer matters. We're not seeing a whole lot from Dadier or Kolek or Hukporti here, so there's not really much to give you guys on. Jacob Toppin is in the game along with Matt Ryan, by the way, which is nice. They get to get in. Gill knocks down a shot in the paint for the Wizards. Unconscious zone. Pistons, Bulls, Knicks. This was a brand of basketball. Like I said, that was 20 years ago. Your memories are greatly exaggerating the extent to which that basketball is played. You also named 3 teams. I promise you there's more than 3 teams in the league. Also, we could turn this off. We could turn this off. We're at the end of the night. All I ask is that you go back to watch it. That's all I ask. We could disagree. That's fine. You can feel the way you feel. I know you guys love the 90s basketball, but I'm telling you, it's not all that entertaining to go back and watch. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like Porty lost the ball. 134, 104. And the Wizards have the ball. Bagley driving it down. Way off. Bagley looking for a foul. Bagley, what a disappointment Bagley has become in his NBA career. AP said, I don't think YouTube has random old Knicks games. They might. They might. I mean, they'll have the famous ones. But YouTube's got some hardwood classics on there. Kolek throws it up way off. Isaiah Gardner said they said the NFL trainers need to train Zion. No, man. He needs a masseuse and a nutritionist in the worst way possible. You know? Like, he's getting muscle strains. He doesn't need to put on strength. He's a strong dude. He needs to get more flexible. He needs to do some hot yoga. He needs to get massages. He needs to stretch more. Unconscious Zone said you were talking about branding earlier. These were the guys that branded the game. Yeah, you could market that. But there were far more teams in the league than the 3 teams we named. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is go back and rewatch it. Game is over, by the way. 106-134. The Knicks didn't end up winning by 30. Unfortunate. And they gave up over 100 points. Come on. Unconscious said, don't appreciate being browbeat by a kid a third my age. I'm out. Hey, my brother, if you feel disrespected by me saying that modern basketball is better than 90s basketball, I don't know what to tell you. Isaiah Garner said, Philly's just done PG and Embiid knees are done. Yeah. Keenan Hart said, look at a great guy like OG. How is he not marketable? OG's hilarious. Keenan Hart said, Zion needs a brain transplant, unfortunately. Kind of. That's a rough statement, but hard to disagree with you. Keenan Hart said, nah, it's cool. Chevy is wrong. Like I said, you could disagree with me. That's fine. If my opinion offends you, I don't know what to tell you, big dog. You might need thicker skin. You know what I mean? It is simply an opinion. You are allowed to your opinion, and am I allowed to mine? And we could disagree on it. But that's going to be the end of the night. Philly's going to end up losing, which is great. They only have 2 wins on the season. I'm happy to see them fail. And the Knicks beat the Wizards by 28 points tonight. And we'll be back on Wednesday when the Knicks take on the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. So our West Coast road trip starts. Time to stay up late. Hopefully you guys are ready. AB said they're losing their minds in Philadelphia, as they should. Listen, Tim Bontemps went on all the podcasts, went on every TV show, went on the radio, and talked about how Philly won the offseason. Philly, they got the best big 3 in basketball. Philly, they're going to come out like Philly, they're ready to take on the league. Philly may be the second best team in the league. All right, Tim Bontemps. They're 2-11. They're going to drop to 2-11 tonight. They're 2-10 right now. They're going to end up losing to the Heat. Keep telling yourself that, Tim Bontemps. 25-26 said it can't be up to the media to market players. Players have to push the NBA market. MJ, Bird, Magic pushed the league in an era of newspapers. Yes, but the thing about that time is Bird wasn't pushing it himself. The league put him out front and center. And they were like, guys, look at this guy, Larry Bird. Isn't he great? Magic could do that. MJ could do that a little bit, but the league also put MJ up on a pedestal, and they were like, everybody look at him. Isn't he great? The league marketed him. It needs the help of the media and the league. Players need their help. Now, we also live in an era of social media and whatnot where players can absolutely sort of help themselves in that regard. But it's up to the league to also work with them, But that's gonna be it, guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday where we get to play an actual basketball game against the Phoenix Suns. That should be a good game. I know Kevin Durant's missed the last couple of games. I don't know if he'll be ready or not to play for that game, but we will find out that night. So I'll see you guys then. I'm out. Peace. Have a good night. Stay hydrated. Brush your teeth. Get a good night's sleep. See you guys on Wednesday. Bye.